This is Farmington Knights football on KDKZ Channel 18.
Bame in the shotgun calls out the signals as he has Anthony Greco lined up in the backfield to his left. 4 receivers set. Calvin Lynch, Evan Donovan to the far side. Jared Dunlap here to the near side. As Bame will take the snap, as he'll hand it off, it goes to Greco. Turns the corner here on the near side, to the 50, to the 45, all the way down to the Vianney Griffin 41-yard line, as that is a gain of 15 yards for Anthony Greco and a first down for the Knights. So down to the Griffin 41-yard line. No huddle offense. As Bame in the shotgun calls out the signals, now they'll look over to the sideline, get the play just underway here in quarter number 1. As Farmington with the football first, welcoming in Vianney. As Bame calls out the signals, he will fake it off to Greco this time. Bame going to keep it right up the middle as he'll get inside the Griffin 40 down to about the 37-yard line as Bame will run for 4 and a second down, 6 to go. Upcoming for the Farmington Knights. Of course, we have a pretty big baseball game tonight starting here in about a half an hour as game number 5 of the National League Division Series tonight as the Cardinals and the Washington Nationals will do battle. Keep you up tonight as the night goes along. Second down and 7 to go for the Knights.
There's a baseball game tonight?
There is.
Oh, okay.
There is. A pretty large baseball game. Second down, 6 to go.
Or importance?
Importance.
Crowd? Is that what we're talking about?
That's right, yeah. Bame will take the snap, drops back, one to throw, does so deep over the middle. Jared Dunlap has it inside the 5, toward the goal line, and they're going to mark him down at the 1. A 36-yard strike to Jared Dunlap, and a first and goal for the Knights.
Jeremy, I think that was just a case of a little bit of blown coverage there. He really got past that defender in a hurry.
Wide open and a good throw by Justin Bame. So first and goal for the Knights from the 1 as they look to strike first. In the shotgun, Bame, he'll take the snap off the right side as he's into the end zone for the touchdown. 10:19 to go here in the first quarter, and a 1-yard touchdown run for Justin Bame. And the Knights are on the scoreboard first here tonight. They lead by a score of 6-0.
And I'm interested to see who's going to come out and kick the extra point. We saw Van Staven has kicked it the last couple of weeks, but it looks like Ethan Grimes may be kicking it this time, Jeremy.
He is, exactly right, number 16, as he puts the right leg into it, and plenty of leg, and Ethan Grimes nails it. 10:19 to go here in quarter number 1. Farmington, they strike quick as they lead Vianney by a score of 7-0. We're back for the kickoff in 30 seconds on the Dockins Broadcast Group.
Are you looking for a true state-of-the-art fitness center? Then Anytime Fitness behind Megasports in Farmington is the fitness center for you. Anytime Fitness has 24-hour access for your convenience, affordable memberships, and tanning rates. Plus, right now at Anytime Fitness, you can take advantage of their back-to-school special. When you sign up for your membership, you're going to get 1 month free on your membership and get 1 month of tanning also for free. So why wait? Stop procrastinating and go see Cody right now at Anytime Fitness on Market Street in Farmington. Anytime Fitness, for you anytime.
Welcome back, and just like that, the Farmington Knights score first. 10:19 to play in the first quarter. Your score, Farmington 7 and Vianney nothing. On your radio, 95.FM and Froggy96online.com.
Well, we're going to get the first look at the Vianney Griffin offense, and our first look at number 23, Markel Smith, running back for the Griffins. 2 weeks ago, ran for over 400 yards against Washington. 3 touchdown runs for Smith. So
talked to head coach Todd Vaughn earlier today, Jeremy, and I asked about, I always see this squib kick from Farmington on kickoff. I said, do you think it's beneficial to try to pin somebody back deep? And he said, no, because we can't ever cover him. So you're going to see this all night long.
A little squib kick, and it's going to be fallen on by Vianney up at their own 35-yard line. Looked like number 82, Josh Thumb, fell on it for the Griffins at their own 36-yard line officially. So that's where Vianney will go on offense for their first possession, 1st and 10, as they trail Farmington here by a score of 7-0. Just underway here in week number 8. Week number 9 coming up next week back here at Farmington as the Knights welcome in Afton to wrap up the regular season.
So now we get to see Vianney on offense for the first time tonight.
Staskowitz is under center And we got flags that come in before the snap of the football.
Maybe a legal formation?
Had the I formation lined up behind Staskowitz as we await the call from the referee. It's going to be a dead ball, offsides on Vianney. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Back it up to the Griffin 31, 1st and 15 to go.
Our broadcast made possible by your local Walmart Supercenter. And check, please, at Farmington, bringing you this broadcast of high school football on 95.FM and Froggy96online.com.
Staskowitz lined up under center again, calls out the signal, so pitch it back to Smith. Smith looking for a hole as he'll get up across the 30 to the 34-yard line. He'll pick up 3, and it sets up a 2nd down, 12 to go here for Vianney.
You know, Jeremy, that's what Farmington's going to have to do right there. They're going to have to definitely do some gang tackling on number 23. They don't want him to get into the outside.
Keep him to a 3-yard gain, and I would take your chances all night long. I formation again. Lines up. Are you having trouble down there?
Just a little bit.
Staskowitz lines up under center, calls out the signals. He'll take the snap, hands it off again to Smith as he's breaking tackles to the 50 all the way to the Farmington 45-yard line. And right off the bat, after the 3-yard gain, Smith will run for 21 and a 1st down for Vianney.
Guys, Kobe Moon, number 13, made a tackle to waste, which was a touchdown-saving tackle for Farmington.
All the way down to the Knights' 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for Vianney as the Knights on top by a score of 7-0. Get used to that name, Markel Smith, all night long. Probably going to hear a lot of it. I formation again. Staskowitz lines up under center, and Farmington jumps off sides, but they get back in time as Smith going to get the call off the left side, down inside the 40 to the 35-yard line, and he's out of bounds across the way at the Farmington 31, and another gain of 13.
Flag out on the play on the far side, though, Jeremy, as it came from the side judge on the Farmington Knight sideline.
And it's going to be, I do believe, a holding on Vianney.
Vianney fans don't like it, as they also thought that Farmington should have been called offsides. You saw some movement there on the line, but he jumped back on there. And like we talked about last week in Poplar Bluff, I don't think that's allowed in high school football at all.
It's not allowed in high school football.
Now, in college and pro, now there's a certain area where you can get away with that.
I think the rule actually is in college football, as long as you don't make contact with the offensive player, you can get back in time.
So after the penalty, it will be a 1st and 7 to go for Vianney back at the Farmington 42 as the fullback going to get the carry this time down inside the Farmington 40 to the 39-yard line. And trying to get a number on the ball carrier.
Looks like number 42.
It is going to be 42. That's going to be Spencer Peterson.
9 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Farmington right now. It didn't take them long to strike, scoring first in this one.
Peterson runs for a gain of 3 down to the Knights' 39-yard line. Brings up a 2nd down and about 4 to go for Vianney. 7-0 Farmington. As
you hear the background of the Airvac helicopter flying over the stadium here in Farmington.
I formation lines up again behind Staskowitz as he'll take the snap. One to throw this time. Rolls out to his right. Fires down the field. The pass is overthrown and incomplete, as the intended target was number 9, Kyle Markway. So it brings up a 3rd down, 4 to go for Vianney from the Farmington Knights 39-yard line.
You know, it's funny because before they got this artificial surface here at Farmington, there was a game between North County back when I was a senior that was played where it had rained so hard that they didn't know what they were going to do. And so you came out after school and the Airvac helicopter was hovering over the field trying to dry it with the downdraft.
Hey, whatever works, right? Staskowitz will take the snap again. This time he'll hand off to Smith. Smith looking for a hole as he's breaking tackles and juking his way to the far side, inside the 30, down to the 25, and finally drugged down at the Farmington 20-yard line after a gain of 19 more for Markel Smith. Move the chains for Vianney.
Pushed out of bounds by number 29, Anthony Greco, for Farmington on defense, who was the last man in the line before Smith would have got into the end zone. 8:21 to play here in the first. 7-0 Farmington right now as they are fighting off the Griffins, who are looking to put up some numbers of their own.
1st and 10 for the Griffins at the Knights' official 19-yard line. Under center is Staskowitz again, calls out the signals. He'll take the snap, hands it off to Smith, and no room this time. Back to the 19, maybe lost about a half a yard, brings up a second down, about 10 to go for Vianney.
A pretty good pile down there. It looked like Kobe Moon had his first hand in on the tackle on Smith, along with number 73 for Farmington. That's Austin Herbst.
Well, it makes for a quick ball game if you keep the ball on the ground.
Aaron Cox, Jeremy Martin, Josh Minks on your radio at 95.FM and Froggy96online.com. 7:37 to play in the first.
As Staskowitz, the quarterback, Garrett Staskowitz, under center as the Knights again want to jump off sides, but they get back as the snap is taken and the pitch goes back to Smith, breaking tackles, and somehow will get all the way down to the Farmington 11-yard line. Number of defenders for the Knights had a chance to bring him down and just couldn't do it.
You know, we saw somebody back here at the line of scrimmage had a hand on him, couldn't do it, couldn't finish the job, and then he ended up picking up, 11 yards?
About 9, down to the Knights 10, and a 3rd and 1. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a minimal gain, 1, maybe 2 yards, and got out of that and picked up 9.
Keep those feet moving. Keep those feet. They preach that.
Yeah, it was just really good second effort by him. He just kept on going. He broke that one tackle, and he really got loose.
3rd down and a yard to go for Vianney. Under center goes Staskowitz again, calls out the signals as he will take the snap. He'll hand it off again to Smith off the right side as he's has an easy lane to the end zone for the touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run for Markel Smith. Already 6 carries on that drive for Smith. And as I said, you're going to be hearing a lot of his name here tonight. And it's a 7-6 ball game pending the extra point with 6:36 to play here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, he really went untouched there, didn't he?
Off the right side, and really I think he only one defender really put a hand on him, and Markel Smith a clear lane to the end zone. So the extra point is up, and it is good. 6:36 to go, quarter number 1. Vianney and Farmington now tied at 7 apiece. We're back for the kickoff in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
You're watching Farmington Knights football only on KDKZ Channel 18.
Blackwell Motors has the great big deals. We will put you behind the wheel. Right here at Blackwell Motors, home of the pink elephant. So take a turn to the pink pachyderm. The great big deals are here. Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
Welcome back to Farmington High School as the Griffins come back here in the first quarter. They've tied it up, 7-7 your score with 6 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And hope you're enjoying your Friday night. Thanks for joining us on the radio 95.FM and Froggy96online.com as we await the kickoff to the Knights from the visiting Vianney Griffins, as you hear quite a crowd here from Vianney tonight.
7-7 your score after the 10-yard touchdown run by Markel Smith. That answered the 1-yard touchdown run by Justin Boehm as the kick is away. Line drive kick going to be fielded by, well, it's going to bounce off of Anthony Greco's hands and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Knights will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 7-7 your score, 6:35 to go here in quarter number 1. It is week number 8 of high school football here tonight. Hard to believe we're 8 weeks into the season.
You know, it's been a really strange season as well because we've seen games played on Saturdays. We've seen games played in thunderstorms, rain delays, you name it. This has been a strange football season so far as the Knights look to go in on offense.
1st and 10 for the Knights. Ball at their own 20-yard line after the touchback. As 3 receivers here to the near side, 1 receiver out to the far side. As Greco in the backfield, as Boehm will take the snap, he'll hand it off to Greco, trying to turn the corner on the far side as he will, cuts it up and get back to the 20-yard line, and no more. No gain on the play. Anthony Greco brings up 2nd down, 10 to go for the Knights.
So, Josh, talk a little bit about what you had researched about Vianney. They've got a fast running game. What's Farmington look to do?
Farmington's going to have to keep him inside. He does not want Markel Smith to get outside on the football field at all tonight.
In the shotgun again goes Boehm. Second down, 10 to go for the Knights at their own 20. Bame will take the snap, rolls out to his left, looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it and run up across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Gain of 7 on second down and 10 for Bame. And it brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Knights.
I don't think Markel Smith is going to be their only problem tonight. I think Farmington's done a great job right now keeping up with them so far. I think the size of Vianney is going to be an issue later on in the game as the game pushes on.
3rd and short to go. 3rd and about 3 for the Knights. Bame
just because of the wear and tear it's going to take on them?
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of wear and tear.
Bame will take the snap, wants to throw, does so here to the near side. Pass is going to be caught by Dunlap up across the 30 to the 34-yard line on 3rd and 3. A pass completion of 5 yards. Make it 6 yards up to the 34 to Dunlap, and a first down for the Knights.
Farmington in their home jerseys, gold pants, black tops, gold lettering, black helmets with a big golden F on the top of it.
Yeah, I like these home jerseys a whole lot better than the road jerseys.
The Vianney Griffins in their away jerseys. I'll describe those in just a moment after this next play.
I like those numbers. I can see them. As Bame will take the snap, he'll fake it off to Greco. Bame going to keep it left side, not going to go anywhere. Maybe backwards a yard, back to the 33. Loss of a yard for Bame. Second down and 11 for the Knights.
The Vianney Griffins are in their away jerseys, which are white pants and white tops. They've got a really unique helmet. It's a black helmet with a almost looks like a ram design coming up off the front end of it.
I'll tell you what it reminds me of.
What's that?
That's the Michigan Wolverines helmets.
Yeah?
Have you ever seen those?
Uh-huh.
Bame in the shotgun again.
Actually, I've never seen them.
Takes the snap, pump fakes. Now he's going to fire deep down the near side. Intended for Dunlap. Has a step on his receiver, and Dunlap makes another sensational catch all the way down to the Vianney 30. And that is a pass completion of 37 yards to Dunlap, and another first down for the Knights down to the Griffin 30.
If Dunlap keeps coming up with these huge pass plays, I think Farmington has a chance in the air. They had a hard time last week at Bluff. They kept trying to go to Dunlap, to Donovan, but they had no success. So it's good to see that somebody's coming up with the football here.
Bame will take the snap, hands it off to Greco, turns the corner here on the near side. Greco going to get down inside the Vianney 20, down to the 19. Gain of 11, but this one will come back because of a hold on the Knights.
You know, Jeremy, if you notice that Vianney's just lining up in a 4-3 package, they're playing man-to-man on those receivers, and they might need to switch around and think about playing a little bit of zone coverage because, I mean, they're really getting ate up in the air.
That's the first penalty on Farmington. So wipe out the 11-yard gain for Anthony Greco, as it will come back on the holding penalty. 7-7 your scores, 4:15 to go here in quarter number 1. Week number 8 of high school football. Beautiful night for football.
It's comfortable out here. I'm standing outside the press box out in front of you guys, and it's really nice. I'm actually just a hand away from some Griffin fans down here.
Now we'll back the ball up to the Griffin 40, and now a 1st and 20 to go for the Knights, as they need the Griffin 20 for a first down. Now tomorrow night at this time, we might be getting ready for some thunderstorms, so good we got the game in tonight.
Going to be windy tomorrow, too.
And warm. As Bame in the shotgun will take the snap, drops back, wanting to throw, as he'll do so over the middle, intended for Dunlap, and it's incomplete.
Wow, Jeremy, I'm surprised there wasn't a flag thrown on that play there. I thought maybe there might have been a little bit of interference from the Vianney defender.
A lot of contact down there.
It looked pretty much like he horse-collared him, too. I mean, he wasn't tackling him, but he definitely had that arm wrapped around his neck a little bit.
Going for Dunlap again. He already has 3 catches, 80 yards here in the first quarter for Dunlap already. 2 37-yarders and a 6-yarder. That's pretty good first quarter.
So it's a second down and what is it? Second down and 20.
20, yep. As Bame will take the snap, he'll fake the handoff. Bame going to keep it as he's down inside the 35 to the Vianney 32-yard line, a gain of 8. And it brings up a 3rd down, 12 to go for the Knights.
Jeremy, I just noticed they brought in Markel Smith to play, looks like safety back there. Looks like he's going to be playing a little bit of double duty tonight.
So a 3rd and 12, he does it all. As 3rd and 12 for the Knights at the Griffin 32-yard line. The Griffin 20.
3:21 to play, actually 3:15 now.
As Bame in the shotgun calls out the signals, he'll take the snap, drops back in the pocket, wanting to throw. Does so deep down the far side as the pass is going to be caught across the way inside the 5, all the way down at the Vianney 2.
Donovan, guys, all the way on the far side, and an amazing in-the-air catch for Donovan.
You know, it was a good throw, but it was an even better catch.
Had that 2 or 3 step lead.
Yeah.
But he also had to tail it out, too. He really had to look back and just kind of time it out where he could make that catch.
It was really thrown behind him. He had to really twist around to catch that ball.
Gain of 30 for Evan Donovan down to the Vianney 2. First and goal for the Knights as they look to jump back on top, tied at 7 here in quarter number 1. Bain will take the snap, hands it off to Greco right up the middle, and no signal yet. There it is, touchdown Farmington.
So Farmington doing a good job keeping up so far. I'm somewhat surprised right now.
Well, the passing game is working, and when the passing game works, then that sets up your running game.
As long as you don't throw any interceptions,
right,
you're doing good things.
And like we talked about earlier, you know, the Vianney's a big team. They're big, bulky guys, and I think Farmington, if they stretch that field out, they really have a good shot of putting a lot of points on the board tonight.
So the 2-yard touchdown run for Anthony Greco as Ethan Grimes puts the extra point up, and it is good. 2:50 to go here in quarter number 1. Farmington now back on top of Vianney. They lead 14-7 back to Farmington in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
The Branding Iron Barbecue.
Come out to the Branding Iron Barbecue and check out their family feast with ribs, fish, and pork. You can feed your entire family for just $24.99 or choose from 6 different meals for under $6. The Branding Iron Barbecue in Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and Jackson. You'll leave full, and so does your wallet.
Unbelievably tender when the spice is right. You better bring your appetite. The Branding Iron Barbecue.
And welcome back to 50 to play before the end of the first quarter. Right now the Knights have taken a 14-7 lead over the Vianney Griffins as we get ready to kick it off here in the first quarter. Well, what do we think about Vianney so far on defense? And you made a comment, Josh, about what they've got to do to change things up if they want to contend with this Farmington Knight throwing offense.
Well, Farmington's really stretching the field out. Vianney's lining up in a basic 4-3 package. They're trying to bring some pressure.
As Van Stavern kicks it off, and it's going to be covered by Vianney at the 49-yard line. Maybe look like an onside kick of some sort, but Vianney fell on the football at their own 49, so good field position here for the Griffins.
Can you tell that they've done their research on Farmington, knowing that they're going to kick this every time?
Yeah, they have, and I don't think that was a squib kick, actually. I do believe that was an onside kick attempt right there.
And that was Van Stavern doing the kicking off for the Knights, so we've seen Van Stavern do the extra points last week. Well, now he's doing the kicking. He's doing the kickoffs, and it's Ethan Grimes doing the extra points.
And I like that a lot better. It seems like they've had a little bit more luck here with that this evening so far, as the Griffins will go back on offense. 2:50 to play in the first.
As Staskowitz will lined up under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Markel Smith, right up the middle again, as he'll go inside Farmington territory, down to the 43. That's a gain of 8 yards for Markel Smith.
You know, speaking of Farmington's defense here, though, they're doing what they've got to do. They're slowing him down. The other players are gathering around the player that made the initial contact and really getting Markel Smith down in a reasonable amount of yards.
Well, 7 yards for Markel Smith is, it's a reasonable job for the defense because we've seen him already run for 21 and 19 already here in the first quarter. Officially a gain of 7 on that last play. 2nd and 3. Pitch goes back to Smith again as he'll get down to the Farmington 35-yard line, as that will go for 9 more yards for Markel Smith and a first down for the Vianney Griffins. And right now you see a lot of Farmington Knights already with their hands on their hips trying to figure out how do we stop Markel Smith.
That's going to be a tough one. You talk about a player that's going to see some action going into college.
I'm going to need my calculator on my phone after this one's all said and done, try to tally up all his yardage. 1st and 10 under center is Staskowitz as he'll pitch it back again to Smith off the left side, down inside the Farmington 30, all the way down to the Knights 25-yard line. There's a gain of 10 more yards for Smith.
That was a great run, Jeremy, but, number 42, Spencer Peterson just had a good block, turning that defender right up to the outside and let Markel Smith make that cut up the middle.
And Peterson, the fullback is 5'8", 200. That's a big fullback coming right at you for the block.
He looks bigger than that, though, don't he?
Yes, he does. I formation again, 1st and 10 as Staskowitz will take the snap. He'll hand off to that fullback. It goes to Peterson. As he'll get down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. And again, let's call it the 22-yard line, a gain of 3 for Peterson.
Minute 23 to play before the end of the first quarter. Right now, 14-7, Farmington on top of Vianney. Our game made possible by Hood's Discount Home Center and Blackwell Motors.
Down to a minute 10 to go here in quarter number 1. Staskowicz again lines up under center. I formation behind him. Calls out the signals. He will take the snap, hands it off again to Markel Smith as he's going to be taken down to the backfield this time for a loss. That will go back to the Farmington 24, loss of 2. And it brings up a 3rd and 9 for Vianney.
I like the adjustments Farmington's making here. You know, they were lined up in the 4-3 set as well, but they've started bringing pressure with the middle linebacker and the 2 outside linebackers, trying to stop that run a little bit.
Put that pressure more on Smith?
Yeah, they really are. They've only seen one pass play from Vianney, and they're really sticking to the ground game.
3rd and 9 for Vianney from the Farmington 24. Under center, now the offset eye behind him as Staskowicz will take the snap. He will hand the football off. It goes to Smith. Smith will get down to the Farmington 20. That's a gain of 4. And it brings up a 4th down, 5 to go here for the Griffins.
You know, you see Vianney go to Smith so much. At what point could that become an advantage in the fact that Farmington's going to get so used to trying to tackle 23, they could start changing things up and see some trickery maybe later on?
You could. I think you're already seeing an advantage from Farmington here. I think that Farmington's already seen how much they're going to him, and they've already scouted him out, and they're keeping a lot of eyes on him.
That'll end the first quarter, and we'll put 12 more up on the board and get you set for the second quarter. Right now, Farmington leading 14-7. We're back to Hale Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds on 95.FM.
You're watching Farmington Knights football only on KDKZ Channel 18.
At Check Please in Farmington and Poplar Bluff, they have the money you need today. They offer competitive rates on title loans up to $5,000, and they do payday loans up to $500 for your convenience. Check Please also buys scrap gold, silver, and coins. So stop by and see them today at Check Please, open Monday through Saturday. In Farmington, call 747-0900, or in Poplar Bluff, call 785-8900. Check Please, get the money you need today.
Welcome back. It is the beginning of the second quarter. Put 12 more up on the clock, and this will get ready to kick off with our we'll head back down to the other end of the field. Farmington leading this one 14-7. Jeremy, what are the stats looking like for Smith already in the first quarter?
90 yards, Aaron, on the ground for Markel Smith through quarter number 1, so he is on pace for 90, 80, about 360 yards. If
at
he
this
averages,
pace?
Yeah, at this pace, 90 a quarter. So 4th and 5 for Vianney at the Knights' 20-yard line as they will go for it. Staskowicz will line up under center, and now Vianney out of the timeout to start the second quarter. There is some confusion, play clock winding down, and out of the first quarter timeout into the second quarter, they have to burn another timeout. So
that's never good. It's a little bit of a mistake there, so they have to burn a timeout for no reason just to save them the 5-yard penalty.
So timeout Vianney as we are still waiting for the first play here in quarter number 2, 14-7. Farmington on top. It will be 4th and 5 for the Griffins from the Knights' 20.
I make the opportunity to let everybody know that this will be your last football game for us here on the radio.
Well, I was hoping you wouldn't say anything.
How could I not say anything? We've been doing football together for 5 years.
I know. Next week at this time I'll be hopefully moved
it's
back
not like
home.
You're going on vacation this time, my friend.
Yep, I will. This is my final Farmington Knights football game, so, hoping maybe we can go out a winner here tonight. 4th and 5 as now a split backfield. Shotgun formation for Staskowicz. Takes the snap as he'll drop back in the pocket. One to throw, does so over the middle, and the pass is going to be caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Vianney.
Number 30, guys, was into the end zone for the pass completion and the touchdown.
That will be Ethan Staskowicz as he will make the catch for the touchdown. A 25-yard strike and a touchdown for Vianney.
I don't know if they're brothers or not, but I'm going to say it's a family member game out there right now.
You don't hear as many Staskowiczes, so I bet they're related.
I would say they're probably related somehow.
So on to attempt the extra point is Zach Roseman as he puts it up, and it is good. 11:55 to go, quarter number 2. Well, back and forth we go. Farmington takes the lead. Here comes Vianney to tie it right back up. We're tied at 14, back in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
This is Laurel Moore. If you want more for your money, call Crystal Heating and Cooling and install a new carrier heating and cooling system with rebates up to $1,600. Financing available with no money down or 6 months same as cash. Crystal Heating and Cooling also offers utility rebates, next day installs, and we always guarantee the lowest prices. Crystal Heating and Cooling is an employee-owned company in business 47 years, serving St. Francis and all surrounding counties. Carrier, turn to the experts. 431-5200. Website, crystalheating.com.
Well, just 5 seconds off the game clock in the second quarter. Vianney ties the game 14-14 on your radio 95 FM and Froggy96online.com. You can watch this game Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. on KDKZ Channel 18 or online at KDKZ18.com. Aaron Cox, Jeremy Martin, and Josh Minks as Vianney looks to kick it away to Farmington here.
Anthony Greco back deep to receive as the kick is away. Low line drive kick. It'll be fielded near the 1 yard line by the Knights. That's going to be Greco back to the 10 yard line to the 15, looking for a hole up across the 20 near the 25 yard line. As the referee going to spot him at the 25. That's where the Knights will go back on offense. First down and 10 yards to go.
That was a good spot right there.
You know, it's an evened up ball game. Vianney doesn't need nearly as long to score as Farmington does, though. So can Farmington keep the pace going and keep up with this Vianney offense?
As long as Farmington keeps spreading out the Vianney defense a little bit, I think they'll start scoring a little bit faster.
Just got an update from Fredericktown tonight. The Black Hats are on top of New Madrid County Central, 14-0 after 1. That's on AM 1450, 103.9 FM. Chuck Penuel and Dave Ward with the play-by-play and color commentary.
What was the score?
14-0 Fredericktown. As Boehm will take the snap as he will hand the football off as it will go to Greco. Greco back to the 25 and no more. No gain on the play. Second down, 10 to go for the Knights.
11:35 to play here in the second quarter. 14 all is your score.
Looks like he lost about a yard there.
Yeah, they're going to spot the ball back at the 24, so he did lose the yard. Second down, 11 to go for the Knights. As Boehm lines up in the shotgun. Anthony Greco in the backfield to his right. As now Lynch put in motion on the option. Boehm will flip it back to Greco, and that was no good as Greco was met immediately at the 23 to lose another yard, and it brings up a 3rd and 12 for the Knights.
You know, Jeremy, I know Farmington's trying to keep Vianney honest by running the football, but they've really had success in the air. I just don't know if I'd wait till 3rd down to start throwing the ball.
No, definitely not, and that's what they look to do here.
3rd and 12 for the Knights.
As Boehm looks off to the sideline. He's got Greco to his right-hand side.
Ball at the Vianney 20.
And just as I say that, Greco moves to the left.
I'm sorry, at the Farmington 23. Boehm will take the snap. Now he's under pressure. He's going to get out of pressure. He's going to run it up across the 30-yard line to the 35 and to the 36-yard line. That's enough for a first down for Farmington on 3rd and 13. Boehm runs for 14. Move the chains.
Boy, he got just enough for that first down. That's a good presence of where you're on the field, where you need to get that first down.
1st and 10 for the Knights up at their own 36-yard line now. As in the shotgun is Boehm. Greco in the backfield lined up to his right. Boehm will take the snap as he will hand it off to Greco, and he'll get back to the 35. Maybe lost about another half a yard, so Greco again going backwards.
There was no hole there for him to run through at all. Matter of fact, he changed directions as soon as he got the ball.
2nd down and 11 to go for the Knights at their own 35. Tied at 14, under 10 to go, quarter number 2. Vianney in town. As in the shotgun is Boehm. Calls out the signal, so take the snap as he'll fake it off to Greco as Boehm will keep it off the left side. Up across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Gain of 2. And it brings up a 3rd and 9 for the Knights.
Traditionally, we've seen Boehm do a good job getting out of pressure, and of course he keeps the ball a lot, and he finds some holes, he finds some gaps, he gets some yardage, he gets first downs. I'm really thinking this is not what you need to do and the approach you need to take against Vianney's defense.
Now another 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 as Boehm will take the snap, rolls out to his right, looking downfield, unloads the football on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Intercepted here on the sideline as not sure.
Number 9.
Was it number 9? It's going to be Kyle Markway. So a first down for,
I think it was number 24, actually.
there's going to be Chad Brown, number 24.
So Brown in on the interception for Vianney as he made a beautiful across-the-field catch. He eyeballed it, he saw it, he won it, and he took it.
As Vianney will have the football, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line after the interception thrown by Justin Boehm. I formation lines up behind the quarterback Garrett Staskowitz. As he calls out the signals, he will take the snap, hands it off to Markel Smith off the left side. As he's making men miss, he'll get down to the Farmington 46, and he'll pick up 4 yards. So that's now 94 yards rushing for Smith on 12 carries.
Farmington's doing what they had to do. I mean, they had 6 down linemen on that defensive play there. They're prepared for the run. They're looking for the run.
They know it's coming. They just can't stop it. I mean, they did a relatively good job on that play, eliminating Smith to 4. Down to the Knights 36. I formation again. Staskowicz will take the snap. He'll pitch it back to Smith off the right side. Down to the 45. All the way down to the 40. 35, 30. Breaking free. Down to the 20, 15, and 10. 5. End zone touchdown. 46-yard touchdown run for Markel Smith. And Vianney jumps on top 20-14 with 8:24 to play here in quarter number 2.
You know, Jeremy, you said 46 yards, but he ran all the way across the field widthwise twice before he made the touchdown. You know, he stretched that field out and he came all the way back across the field again.
So it might have been a 46-yard touchdown run, but he might have run for about 75 yards.
I do believe.
As the extra point is up, and it is good. 8:24 to play, quarter number 2. Vianney now on top of Farmington, 21-14. We're back in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
That size is wearing him down already.
Oh, it is. You can tell.
Although that touchdown should have been called back. There was a big hole in the backfield.
Was it really?
Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Oh, it was bad. He had his jersey just pulling him.
And welcome back to Farmington High School. My sidekick, Aaron Cox, fell asleep down there, so I thought I'd just take over.
I was enjoying the Vianney crowd, their cheering song. It was a very good orchestrated song. We are the Golden Griffins of Vianney, and that was all I heard.
I'll tell you.
There's a song sheet down here.
Hey.
I may try to recite it.
Hey, you know what? We can get one of the fans down there. They'll get on the air and sing it for us, won't they?
You never know. You never know. Don't tempt them. 8:24 to play here in the second quarter as Vianney takes a 21-14 lead over Farmington in the second as they get ready to kick it off to the Knights.
As the kick is away, low line drive kick and a bounce to Anthony Greco at the 8, back across the 10 to the 15 to the 20, up the far sideline, 30 to the 35 to the 40, and finally brought down across the 40 at the 41-yard line. Well, that's where the Knights will go back on offense. First down, 10 yards to go as they trail now to Vianney by a score of 21-14.
And on the tackle for Vianney was TJ Valenza. Sorry. If somebody would have blown up the font just a little bit bigger.
Oh, come on. What number was he?
22.
TJ Valenza, I'm going to say.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
It's your story, man. I'm just listening.
I think you guys got it.
Empty backfield for Boehm as he lines up in the shotgun, calls out the signals. Now they'll look to the sideline and get the play. 8:17 to play here in quarter number 2. First and 10 for the Knights at their own 42-yard line.
I think they're going to start with a pass this time, Jeremy.
No running back in the backfield as Boehm will take the snap, drops back, wanting to throw. Now he's under some heavy pressure, gets away from a man, throws it deep down the middle of the football field. Wide open man, that's Anthony Greco down inside the Vianney 20, down to the 15-yard line. That play will go. Let's do the math. 35 and 8. How about 43 yards to Greco? That's the 4th passing play for the Knights that have gone 30-plus yards.
And he was awfully proud of that. Could you see the excitement from up here?
Yeah, he was excited. You know, Farmington did exactly what they were having success in the first quarter. They stretched the field out. They found the open man, and they made a great play.
Boehm will take the snap as he'll fake the handoff to Greco this time, looking for all kinds of running room, and he's not going to get it, as there are about 4 defenders there waiting for Bame, as they'll get back to the 15, and that's it, no gain.
Matter of fact, Josh Hooper, number 21 for Vianney, got him by the coattail pretty much and then drug him down, and that's all he saw. 7:45 to play in the second quarter, as Bame will pick up nothing on that one.
Top of the first inning underway from Washington, game number 5. Well, leadoff man at the plate, so nothing to report there. Obviously, leadoff man batting, no score. Well,
it is what it is.
Stating the obvious.
Thank you, Mike Shannon. No, sorry.
Second down, 10 to go. As Bame in the shotgun calls out the signal, so take the snap, rolls to his right, fires down the field, pass knocked away, incomplete, and very well could have been intercepted by Vianney's number 24, Chad Brown.
And 10 for number 5, guys. I couldn't get a number.
That's going to be Calvin Lynch.
But Chad Brown already has an interception this game, and he almost had another one.
So now a 3rd and 10 to go for the Knights at the Vianney 15-yard line. In the shotgun is Bame. Calling out the signals. Anthony Greco in the backfield, lined up to his right. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Bame will take the snap, as he'll fake it off to Greco. Bame going to keep it right up the middle, as he'll get real close to a first down. Depends on the spot down at the Vianney 5. Gain of 10 for Bame, and I think they're going to give him the first down, I do believe.
That'll be crucial if they get the first down. That'll give them 4 tries right in the red zone. 7:16 to play here in the first quarter, as we might have a timeout for measurement.
Well, it's going to be a 4th down and inches at worst here for Farmington, as they're going to bring the chains across, and I would say the Knights probably going to go for it here if they don't have it, as they will stretch the chains, and he's going to be just short, looks like. So 4th down and inches to go for the Knights down at the Vianney 5-yard line.
So they can get a first down within about a foot, it looked like.
One out single by Carlos Beltran. I'm going to start giving play-by-play of baseball here as we go, too.
Okay.
So 4th and inches for the Knights at the Vianney 5. Bame in the shotgun, probably just going to keep it, as he will hand it off to Greco. Greco going to turn the corner. He'll dive for the end zone touchdown. Well, back and forth we go. 7:04 to play in the first half. It's a 5-yard touchdown run for Anthony Greco. And Farmington back within a point, 21-20, pending the extra point.
That was a great play from Greco, as he ran it off his left side and then had to pretty much dive into that end zone, and he did. A great play.
Yeah, he definitely got some air on that dive there. He was airborne.
So the 5-yard touchdown run for Greco, as Ethan Grimes puts the extra point up, and good. 7:04 to play, quarter number 2. We have a good one so far. Farmington and Vianney tied at 21 apiece. We're back in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
Farmington keeps spreading that field out. They'll keep up with Vianney.
I didn't like him on the ground. I like him in the air.
Yeah.
But now they can't stop them.
Yeah.
I mean, just back and forth we go.
Vianney's not. They haven't changed for that 4-3 defense at all.
Back here at Farmington, where it's a back and forth game between Vianney and Farmington, and your score with 7:04 to play before halftime. We're all tied up at 21 apiece as we await the kickoff from Farmington to Vianney. Aaron Cox, Jeremy Martin, and Mr. Josh Binks alongside. Guys, this is just going to go back and forth, it looks like, as nothing we've seen really change for either offense or defense. They keep going back and forth on the scoring, although Farmington's been the only team to turn it over so far.
That one interception thrown by Justin Bame, that was intercepted by Chad Brown. As the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, Van Stavern puts the right leg into a little onside kick. Look out, as it's going to be fallen on by Vianney down at the Griffin 47-yard line. And again, the Knights were trying that onside kick, trying to catch the Griffins off guard.
You know, Aaron, I think that one thing that Farmington is doing well is they are keeping the ball away from Markel Smith on special teams. They don't want him to get his hands on that ball.
You know, it doesn't matter if it's Smith or somebody else from another team. Head coach Todd Vaughn said, we can't cover a return very well. You know, yeah, it'd be great to pin him back, but, you know, it seems like our record has shown that when we try to pin him back, we ended up blowing it for a touchdown run.
Staskowicz under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Smith again. He's got more room as he's going to fly to the end zone for a touchdown. 53 more, but then a flag comes in as they are pointing at the fullback, Peterson. Pointing at Spencer Peterson. Now, I'm not sure what this call is going to be. Is this going to come back, or was it unsportsmanlike on Peterson? Count the touchdown? I'm not sure. As it stands, a 53-yard touchdown run for Markel Smith.
Does that give Markel over 200 yards already?
If it stands, I'd say so.
Well, they're coming back as they're going to call this one on Vianney. Pointed right at number 42 to the referee. As they're going to face away from it, so I'm not sure what the call is going to be. A personal foul on Vianney.
Preliminary signal, personal foul against the Griffins.
So
personal foul is what they ruled it.
Yeah, personal foul, 15-yard penalty. I didn't see it.
I didn't see the play either, or the hit, or they pointed at Peterson, but not sure what exactly he did.
Yeah, and Peterson put his arms up like, what did I do? So that'll back the ball up to the 32-yard line of Vianney, and that will wipe out the 53-yard touchdown run for Smith. So I formation again, lines up behind quarterback Garrett Staskowicz. Calls out the signals. He will take the snap, hands it off to Smith again over on the far side, breaking tackles as they'll get up to the Farmington 35, still
Second
on his
effort.
feet. Wow, look at this. Still on his feet, and finally a flag comes in, loses the football, and Farmington says they've fallen on it, but there is a flag that is down. How many defenders had a chance to bring down Smith?
And Smith is still on the turf. He looks like he may be injured.
Recovered by number 29.
He went down awkward.
There's a flag on the play. Smith broke probably 10 different tackles, then missed the football. Farmington's falling on it. There's a flag on the play and an injury. So we're going to really wait to see what is going to happen here.
That was an unbelievable run by Smith as the flag is on Farmington.
You know, Jeremy, it looked like to me when the tackle was happening there, it looked like a helmet just hit his arm, and he's holding his arm right now, so hopefully it's nothing serious.
You know, that helmet's hard, man. I mean, you take a helmet to the arm, and that's not going to tickle at all. So are you thinking that the flag is on Farmington?
They pointed, it was on Farmington. I couldn't see the call because, again, the new press box is, functioning across the way, so now the referees are facing that press box. So we're over here on the visiting side, so we can't see the call from the referee, but I did see him point towards Farmington.
Yeah, I do believe the penalty will be on Farmington, and I do think that the ball will come back to Vianney.
Smith did fumble the ball, recovered by Farmington after the 15-yard gain as he got that personal foul penalty yardage back as Smith is walking to the sideline under his own power. So penalty on Farmington. Vianney should keep the football. As I still never saw the call from the referee.
Clock stopped at 6:40 here before halftime. 21-21 is your score after a play from Vianney. And looks like they're gonna march Farmington
foul
back.
It was a 15-yarder, whatever the case was.
Personal foul, probably.
And for Farmington, that is penalty number 2, 25 yards. That'll move the ball all the way down to the Farmington 45. So Vianney accepts the penalty. And it will be a 1st and
3.
About 3. Yep, 2 or 3 yards to go after the penalty. That's a wild, crazy, strange of events. High formation lines up behind quarterback Staskowicz as he'll take the snap as he will hand it off to the new tailback into the football game. Down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. As trying to get a number, going to be number 2, Corey Watson.
6:20 to play here in the second quarter. 21-21 is your score as the penalty came back on Farmington after the injury on Smith.
Well, it looked like Smith walked off under his own power, so I wouldn't expect him to be out of this football game very long.
Maybe just icing up that arm a little bit, just make sure it's all right.
Actually, is that him?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, that's him back just right on cue. As he lines up back at the tailback position on 2nd down and 3 to go. Is Smith going to get the carry again? Breaking tackles again. A stiff arm as he'll get down to the 40, 35, down to the 30. As out of bounds he goes at the Farmington 30 after a gain of 14 more.
Boy, this game's really becoming a little bit chippy between these teams, I do believe.
There's another flag on the play. I don't see, where's that one at?
I do believe that's going to be a personal foul.
Holding on Vianney. I don't even see the flag.
Well, Vianney got lucky. There should have probably been a personal foul there. Markel Smith showing a little bit of emotion after the play was over, smacking a Farmington player in the helmet.
Yeah, you could see that as the Farmington defender looked like he was coming to slow as he went out of bounds, and Smith was already out of bounds, but he still kind of tucked behind the helmet and pushed him on out and off to the track.
So back, Vianney back to the Knights 45. This ball game has turned crazy here.
Well, the last 3 plays have been back and forth, but it's all been penalties.
2nd and 3 from the Knights 45. As Staskowicz will take the snap, fires down the field. The pass is going to be incomplete, and then a late flag comes down as they're going to call pass interference on Trey Amsden. That ball wasn't even catchable.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that ball wasn't even catchable. It was, 10 yards shy of any receiver.
So he's going to get a pass interference on Amsden on an uncatchable ball. 5:40 to play in the second quarter.
Well, we had a quick
And it was late. It was after the ball had already almost hit the turf.
Well, we had a quick-moving first quarter, but things have slowed to a halt here in quarter number 2.
Well, Aaron, I really think the ball had hit the turf and it was blown dead before I even saw the flag come out.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, the ball had hit the turf. It was whistled dead, and then, how can you call it a pass interference on a dead ball?
So that's 3 penalties for the Knights for 40 yards. Bottom of the first inning now, a leadoff double for Washington, and they're now in business, no score.
As Farmington's defense caught a little bit off guard as they are setting up for this next play.
Under center, Staskowicz, as he will call out the signals, takes the snap as he'll pitch it back to the tailback, trying to turn the corner on the far side. Down inside the 20-yard line is going to be number 30. That's Ethan Staskowicz, ball carrier for Vianney. As he will get down to the Farmington 20-yard line, gain of 10 for Ethan Staskowicz.
Trey Amsden for Farmington out on the tackle. 5:32 to play before halftime. 21-21 is your score. Vianney is driving deeper into Knight territory. They're playing on the Knight 19-yard line now.
So officially a gain of 11 for Ethan Staskowicz. 5.5 to play, quarter number 2, 21 apiece. As in the shotgun, it is Staskowicz as he will hand the football off, turning the corner here on the near side. That's Ethan Staskowicz again. He's into the end zone, touchdown. 19-yard touchdown run for Ethan Staskowicz on back-to-back carries. Ethan Staskowicz goes for 10 and now 19 and a touchdown with 5:13 to play. And we have a score from Washington, RBI triple by Bryce Harper, and the Nationals leading 1-0 already. That one may not go good. So a 19-yard touchdown run. As the hold is down, the extra point kick is up, and it is good as it just barely clears the crossbar. 5:13 to play here in quarter number 2. Vianney back on top of Farmington, 28-21, back in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
The Cardinals want to keep Bryce Harper down for long.
No. That might be the only run. That might be the run that Washington needs. I don't think they're going to score against Gonzalez.
No, 3-0.
Yeah, that ball game's over.
Don't say that.
It's over. I said the first team to score 3.
You said this last year, too.
It's over. You might as well shut it off.
All right, shut it off.
They didn't deserve to be there anyways, to be honest with you.
And they didn't last year, but they were World Series champions.
That's right.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I was that guy last year.
Welcome back. 5:13 to play here in the first half of football at Farmington High School as the Griffins of Vianney take a 28-20 lead over the Farmington Knights as we await the kickoff from Vianney to Farmington on 95.FM and Froggy96online.com.
2-run home run by, I think that was Zimmerman, Ryan Zimmerman for Washington. 3-0. They lead the Cardinals bottom of the first. Greco going to pick up the ball at the 5, back across the 10 to the 15. Flag comes in to the 30, up to the 35, still breaking tackles to the 40, and finally brought down at the 42, but there is a flag that is down, and we'll wait the call from the referee.
Back at the 21-yard line, I said it's a holding on Farmington. We'll wait to see the official call. Hold, Farmington.
Yeah, that's what it is. Penalty number 4 on the Knights for 50 yards.
Illegal use of hands by the Knights.
Illegal use of hands, that's a new one.
Nonetheless, it's a 10-yard penalty.
I guess that would be, what, hands to the face?
I would say so, or illegal block or something. So that'll back the Knights back inside their own 20.
A lot of penalties here in the second quarter.
Yeah, like I said, the first quarter just cruised right along. Second quarter, we're down to 5:03 to play, 28-21 Vianney. That'll back the ball back up to the Knights 11 after the 5-yard penalty. Got another update. 28-0 Fredericktown on top of New Madrid County Central. Bame in the shotgun. Calling out the signals. Donovan put in motion as Bame will take the snap. Another flag comes in. Bame trying to look for a hole as he will be taken down across the 10.
And the ball's loose, it looks like.
At the 12 as Vianney is saying they have the football. The referee is going to try and unpile the pile.
But, Jeremy, if Vianney has the football and the flag's against Farmington, Vianney will keep the football.
No, it says Farmington will keep the ball as they recover, but there is a flag that is down.
Name on the keeper. There is a flag on the
4:53 before halftime, 28-21. Vianney with a 7-point advantage here.
Illegal formation going to be called on the Knights. So that will, well, if you're Vianney, what?
An illegal formation on a kickoff return?
No, that was a first play of the drive.
Oh.
Did you miss?
I missed it. I was so worried and flabbergasted about the 1-0 score out of Washington. I forgot we were watching football for a minute.
You missed that too because that was 3-0.
Oh. Well, I'm just going to stop talking for a while. Evidently, I'm not quite awake. Got any coffee up there?
I'm gonna find something for you as the penalty is declined by Vianney. So take the play.
Really? 3-0?
3-0.
You're kidding me.
3-0.
It's only the first inning, too.
They don't stand a chance, do they?
Not really. 1-yard touchdown run. 1-yard run by Bame. Second down, 9 to go as Bame will take the snap. He will hand it off. It goes to Greco. Greco across the 15 up to the 16-yard line. A gain of 3. And it brings up a 3rd and 6 to go for Farmington.
You know, I like Farmington a lot better in the air, guys. What do you think?
I think Farmington is moving the ball in this game a lot better in the air. I do believe if they take the run game away totally, it's going to become a little bit easier to stop for Vianney.
28-21, Vianney on top as we near the 4-minute mark. 3rd and 6 to go for the Knights.
Bame looks off to the sideline again. I see a really quick-moving offense on Farmington the most times, but now they're going to have to whistle timeout.
Timeout going to be taken by the Knights, and it comes with 4:02 to play. Quarter number 2, 28-21. Vianney on top of Farmington, and we're back to Farmington High School in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
Are you making that up, 3-0?
I'm not. I wish I was.
Man.
See?
Huh?
You
didn't get it.
They're still batting even.
That's not good news.
Well.
Welcome back after the Farmington timeout. 4:02 to play before halftime. Right now, Farmington is having some trouble running the ball as Vianney leads them 28-21. Farmington is playing down on their own 17-yard line right now.
And they have it 3rd, about 6 to go. In the shotgun is Bame. Calls out the signals. And again, they'll look to the sideline, get the play. 4:02 to go. Quarter number 2, 28-21 your score.
I mean, you just took a timeout. Is it necessary to really look into the sideline?
Well, Farmington's looking at that big rush coming at the quarterback right now.
Yeah, they're going to blitz as Bame will take the snap, setting up a screen. Greco has it, all kinds of room to the 25-yard line, up to the 30, gets a block to the 40-yard line, and finally brought down. That was a well-executed screen pass by the Knights, and it goes for 23 yards and a first down.
And young Anthony Greco now needs time to tie the shoelaces.
I think he needs to put his shoe on, actually. It's off.
He's so fast, he ran out of them.
Decleated.
So 23-yard gain for Anthony Greco up to the
well
Knights 40.
executed by Farmington.
Yeah.
That was a good screen pass.
Well, like we've been saying, they've looked well through the air all night.
They have.
And that's another way to go through the air is those screen passes. I mean,
Listen.
the blitz was definitely coming by Farmington, or by Vianney. They
Oh,
brought
yeah.
everybody.
Well, I mean, pass completions for Bame, 37, 37, 30, 43, 23, and 6 so far here in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Knights at the Farmington 40. Bame in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes it off to Greco. Bame going to keep it up the middle, across the 45, up to the 48, moves the pile near the 49-yard line, a gain of 9 for Bame.
3:38 to play before the end of the first half. Bame on the carry.
2nd down and a yard to go for the Knights. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining.
Any update from Fredericktown as they host New Madrid County Central?
Last update I had was 28-0. Fredericktown on top of New Madrid. In the shotgun, Bame on 2nd and 1 takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, throws deep down the middle as it's Evan Donovan, and it glances off his hands, incomplete, threw into double coverage. And if Bame would have led Donovan just a little bit more, Donovan should have had a touchdown because he had his 2 defenders beat.
And all over him was number 6. That was Dave Ehlerman. And number 41, guys, that was Zach Rosman. Rosman and Ehlerman had Donovan in all kinds of double coverage down there.
So a 3rd and 1, as if you're Farmington, you could have taken a chance to go deep on 2nd down short. Now it just leaves a 3rd and a yard as Bame in the shotgun takes the snap as he will fake it off to Greco, and Bame will get back to the 49, and that is it. Well, one referee across the way is spotting him at the 50. I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah, we got 2 different spots by the
Yeah, one referee's right at the 50. The other one, well, they spot him at the 50. Holy cow.
Yeah, they're going to give him that yard, but
that was generous, I think.
I still think he's going to be just a few inches short.
So right at the 50, as they're going to probably have to measure. They're going to say 4th down. How are they going to measure?
Well, I think they thought they were. Yeah, they're going to.
They're going to measure. Referee's having some trouble tonight.
Just a little, but it happens. As they'll stretch the chains, and if the guy in the green hoodie would move, I could definitely see.
They gave him a 1st down. I thought Bame was stopped short. But that's
the ball
why
came loose, actually.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that so? The ball actually was loose on the ground. That's what gave it the extra yardage because Farmington recovered it on the ground, and that's where the ball was spotted. Glad somebody's watching this game.
1st down, 10 yards to go for Farmington. Ball at the 50. 3 minutes and counting here in quarter number 2. Bame in the shotgun calls out the signals. He will take the snap, drops back in the pocket, 1 to throw. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket, looking downfield, better unload. He does so out of bounds. So just threw the football away to Justin Bame. And it brings up a 2nd down, 10 yards to go.
And Evan Donovan was wide open down the field. I just think he just didn't have enough time to throw it, but he was wide open.
Bame also second-guessed himself as he came out of the pocket here to the near side, too. Donovan wasn't quite open, but if he'd went ahead and threw it, he would have had it.
2nd down, 10 to go. In the shotgun as Bame calls out the signals. He'll take the snap as he will fake it off to Greco. Bame going to keep it right side down to the Vianney 41-yard line near the 40.
I was back here looking at Greco still.
What he does is he puts that ball into the chest of Greco, and then Bame will look, and he'll read the defense. If he thinks he has a better shot than Greco, he'll pull the ball out and he'll keep it. If not, he'll just hand it off to Greco.
They do a good thing there. They really have a great fake.
Gain of 9, 3rd and a yard. Bame will take the snap, hands it off to Greco. Left side, breaking free, trying to turn the corner, does so. Down to the 30, 25, 20, still on his feet, and he'll be pushed out of bounds across the way near the Vianney 16. That's a gain of 23 yards down to the Vianney 16 and a first down for the Knights.
Our game made possible by the UPS Store and Anytime Fitness.
It was a great block by number 73. I guess you would call that a pancake block.
That was Austin Herbst. 1st and 10 for the Knights at the Vianney 16-yard line. Bame in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Greco, turns it upfield as he'll get inside the 15 to the 14 as he'll pick up 2 yards. 2nd down, 8 to go for the Knights. Down at the Vianney 14 as we're under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 2.
Farmington's got to score here before halftime.
Vianney will get the ball to begin quarter number 3. In the shotgun is Bame. Calls out the signals, and now they'll look over to the sideline to get the play. Still 11 seconds on the play clock. As now 5 seconds, Bame will take the snap as he will hand it off again to Greco. Far side, trying to turn the corner down inside the 15 as he'll get down to about the 14, and that is it. No gain on the play. Maybe give him a forward progress to the 13, so he'll pick up a yard. And it brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Knights down at the Vianney 13. So now
this Vianney crowd's really getting into it.
Yes, they are.
No, surely not. As we hit just 60 seconds before halftime.
3rd and 7 to go for the Knights at the Vianney 13. Bame in the shotgun, empty backfield. Now whistle's going to stop play, and we're going to have a timeout going to be taken by Farmington. 55 seconds to go here in the first half. 28-21, Vianney on top of Farmington. And let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back to Farmington after this on the Dockins Broadcast Group.
You're watching Farmington Knights football only on KDKZ Channel 18.
Battery problems. It happens every time you want to do something. You just want to mow the yard, right? You've got to make it to that big meeting on time, and your watch quits. You got to be somewhere, and your car won't start. Right in the middle of a conversation, and the battery conks out on your cell phone. For every kind of battery.
And we're back, 55 seconds to play before halftime. After a timeout, Farmington's looking to score some points and tie this thing up before they head to the locker room, as Vianney will get the ball in the second half.
Knights will have it 3rd and 7 from the Griffin 13-yard line, down by 7 points.
28-21 is your score. Vianney on top of Farmington. Knights are on the Vianney 13-yard line. And they've got a 3rd down, 7 to go.
Bame in the shotgun, calls out the signal, so take the snap as he will fake it off to Greco. Bame going to keep it right up the middle, and he dives for the end zone touchdown. 13-yard touchdown run for Justin Bame, and it's now a 28-27 ball game. Out of the timeout, Bame just faked that handoff to Greco and kept it right up the middle and into the end zone for a touchdown.
I like the dive into the end zone.
Yeah, I also like to see Farmington's running games really picking up.
There's a little extra effect there.
Yeah.
So Ethan Grimes on to attempt the extra point for the Knights. Snap is there, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is
into the
good.
band.
Into the band, and it is good. 50 seconds to go. Quarter number 2, back and forth we go. Farmington and Vianney tied at 28 back after this 30-second break on the Dockins Broadcast Group.
The new generation, Hoods, Discount Home Center. Custom countertops, vanities, cabinets and doors.
Furniture, tools and paint, electrical and hardwood floors.
Plumbing and lighting, windows and tile.
If you're building or remodeling,
we've got what you need on every aisle.
buy it for less, we save you money. Buy it for less at the new
generation, Hoods, Discount Home Center.
I'm gonna take this one back out of the break. Aaron's down there mingling with the Vianney crowd, so I'll go ahead and take this one as we're back here at Farmington High School.
I'm socializing down here. It's a nice crowd from Vianney. They're very enthusiastic. They have great songs. Great athletes.
Hey, get one of those people down there to
And
sing
they also
for us
think
on
I'm
the
very
air.
cute and have a good radio voice. I'm making friends.
What in the world are they looking at?
50 seconds to play before the half. It's all tied up 28-28 as Farmington will kick it away to Vianney.
Van Stavern, again, one of those little onside kicks, and that one, Farmington touched the ball before it went 10 yards. Or did they? I think Vianney fell on it.
Farmington touched it, no flag thrown, but Vianney is going to get the ball here.
Yeah, I mean, that ball didn't even go 10 yards, so you can't
I can
touch it if you're
understand
Farmington.
trying to do this onside kick, though, guys. But, again, here, Vianney's starting at the Farmington 48-yard line.
Yeah, with a running back by the name of Markel Smith, he might
Why
as well.
not try to pin him back?
This is a cakewalk for Smith, you would assume.
Yeah, okay, 48 yards
Yeah.
to the end zone. I
Yeah.
got this.
They'd almost be better off just kicking it out of bounds and starting at the 40.
Exactly.
High formation as Staskowicz will take the snap. He'll pitch it back to Smith. Here he goes as he's going to be ankle tackled down at the Farmington 40 after a gain of 8.
Any update from Washington?
3-0, top of the second, runner on, 2 outs.
As Vianney's quick back on the ball, they're running a quick offense now with 33 seconds to play before the half.
Staskowicz will take the snap, fires here to the near side, and the ball is overthrown, incomplete, intended for number 5, Nick Allgaier.
Over his hands by a good 2 or 3 yards, 29 seconds now before the half.
So Vianney trying to get some points here before halftime. Then they get the ball to start quarter number 3, maybe add on more points.
I was going to say, good news is you got the ball now. Maybe you add points before the locker room, and then you get the ball back to start the second half. So you've really got a lot to work with.
Well, right now, I think that's the only way either team's going to stretch a lead
Exactly.
here.
Yep. I mean, no team has had a larger lead than 7 in this ball game.
3rd and 2 for Vianney with 29 seconds before the half.
Staskowicz in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, 1 to throw, does so over the middle. Pass is going to be caught down inside the 25 at the 23-yard line.
Number 85 for Vianney.
That will be Corey Jokerist. All the way down to the Farmington 23. That's a gain of 17 yards.
Vianney running a quick offense, trying to put something on the board here quickly.
As now the ball is spiked. That will stop the clock.
At 19 seconds before the half. So that'll give them some time to work with and come up with a play. They need something probably on this play.
As we're down to 19 seconds to play. 2nd down, 10 to go. They
have 2 timeouts to work with.
That's only the third pass play we've seen from Vianney.
It really is.
5 pass attempts, 3 completions.
19 seconds before the end of the first half.
As Smith will get the carry, turns the corner here on the near side, breaking tackles as he stays in bounds, end zone touchdown. Goodness, 22 more yards for Markel Smith.
It's all about second effort with this kid. He stops, he goes so well. He's a great side-to-side runner, and he doesn't stop until the whistle's blown.
As my Vianney friends are very excited down here.
As well they should be. I mean, the kid's exciting to watch.
He really is a great athlete. 11 seconds are on the clock as we await the extra point.
As the kick is up, and it is good. 11 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. And Vianney back on top. They lead 35-28 over the Farmington Knights. And we're back after this on the Dockins Broadcast Group.
You're watching Farmington Knights football only on KDKZ Channel 18.
Welcome back. 11 seconds to play before the end of the first half, and Vianney takes a 35-28 lead over the Farmington Knights as they await to kick it off to Farmington, who will have 11 seconds to work with. But they have just 1 timeout if they so do or need it. Hopefully they can try to work. I mean, 11 seconds isn't much.
Not much. Only hope is for Greco to return this, at least get decent field position as line drive kick. It'll be picked up by Farmington at the 25, back across the 30, up to the 35. So that's where the Knights will have the ball with 6 seconds to play. And that was returned by Tim Brady, number 14.
As he kind of caught the ball midair.
trying to save some field position here for the Knights as they've only got 6 seconds to go. Be interesting to see what they do.
I look for them to air it out, but talking about 11 seconds in football, as my wife says, 11 seconds and football time is 2 hours.
Right.
You know.
So you're saying your wife is like, you know, you tell her, honey, there's only 2 minutes left in the game, and then 2 hours later she's saying, come on. Is that the way it works?
That's the way it works. Little she know I change the channel and start watching a new game.
There you go. That's the way to be. Timeout going to be taken by Vianney. 6 seconds to go here in the first half. 35-28. Your score. Been an entertaining first half.
It really has. An entertaining crowd for both sides, as Farmington has quite a bit of folks here on a nice Friday night. Glad you're with us here on 95.FM and Froggy96online.com. You can watch this game Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock or at KDKZ-18.com. I can't wait to see. Where's your calculator at, man?
I need it.
Are you trying to add up Smith's yards?
171 on 15 carries.
In the first half?
In the first half.
As of right now?
As of right now.
Unless they take the ball over somehow. Hold my tongue.
That is impressive.
170 yards in the first half.
But Vianney, the fans from Vianney are sitting down there saying, this is ho-hum. We see this every week.
I'm sure. I wonder what he averages.
So,
Farmington,
35. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Farmington's going to have 6 seconds to work with before halftime.
As Bame will line up at the shotgun. 1st and 10 for the Knights at their own 35. Calls out the signal, so take the snap, drops back in the pocket as Bame holds the football. Now he's going to scramble out as he'll get to the 40, up to the 45, and that will end things here in half number 1 on an 11-yard run by Justin Bame. We have reached halftime and your halftime score. The Vianney Griffins head to the locker room as they lead the Farmington Knights by a score of 35-28. We're back to recap in 3.5 minutes right here on the Dockins Broadcast Group.
Hi, this is Stacy with Sun Loan Company. Summer is drawing to an end, but there's still time for some home improvements, trips, or maybe some work to get the car ready for winter. Whatever you need cash for, just call Sun Loan Company. We can give loans up to $3,500 and get you in and out in a hurry. Give Sun Loan Company a call in Park Hills at 431-6504 or any of our other locations, Farmington, Ironton, or Festus.
You might as well be walking on the sun.
Welcome back. It's Hale Memorial Stadium, Jack Richardson Field on the campus of Farmington High School. Put 12 up on the clock. We're ready to begin the second half in the third quarter of this contest where Vianney is leading this one 35-28 over the Farmington Knights. And for Vianney fans, they're in good luck because they get to receive the ball to begin the second half.
Well, if the defense is going to come up with a stop, if you're the Knights, you better do it on this drive. You don't want Vianney to get up by a 2-possession margin.
If any time to recover an onside kick would be now.
That too. Well, Vianney's waiting for it. 5 guys covering the 50-yard line as Van Stavern set to kick it away for the Knights as he'll put the right leg into it, and it's going to be a little pooch kick. It's going to bounce to the 40. Look out as Farmington saying they recovered, and they finally got one to work.
Number 4, I think, was the final man to get it, guys.
Braden Bone, you're right.
Bone recovers the onside kick for Farmington. Did you actually see somebody, another up man for Farmington, actually flew past the ball?
Yeah,
I thought
did.
he was the one who was going to get it. He actually went completely past it.
So
First
and 10 for the Knights. He about fell over a cord earlier too, so can't
I'm
quite
all flustered
stand either.
here.
In the shotgun is Bame. He'll call out the signals. He'll take the snap. He'll fake it off to Greco. Bame going to keep it here on the right side. Inside the 30, down to the 25, and shoved out of bounds inside the 25 at the 23. Gain of 16 for Bame, and a first down for Farmington.
Well, that's just what Farmington needed to begin this second half. Wouldn't you agree? I mean,
I
feel like that was some good luck. I said anytime if you need to recover an onside kick, now it is, and here it came, and now they've got the ball.
That wasn't, I mean, it was like a 25-yard pooch kick that Vianney just wasn't expecting as Bame will take the snap, hands it off to, Bame going to keep it. Has confused me again. I thought Greco had the ball as Bame will get down to the 20 and a gain of 3.
Well orchestrated is that fake handoff to Greco as they really have a good marriage between the two. 11:35 to play here in the third quarter as Farmington was set to kick it off to Vianney, and then they recovered an onside kick. Vianney was supposed to get it here to begin the second half. Farmington has a chance to put some points on the board.
6-0 Washington.
6-0 Washington.
And that was your Wainwright 50-50. Tonight he is 50 bad. as Bame in the shotgun takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, one to throw, unloads over the middle. Pass is going to be nearly intercepted, knocked away, incomplete, intended for number 5. That was going to be Calvin Lynch, and I think broken up by 24. Was that Chad Brown again?
Chad Brown, yeah.
Brown was all over that pass to Lynch. Thought he had an interception.
Yeah, Chad Brown's played really good defense tonight. He does have 1 interception already tonight, and he's got two deflected passes already tonight as well.
3rd and 7 for the Knights at the Vianney 20. Bame will take the snap as he will hand it off. This time it goes to Greco. Greco inside the 20, down to about the 17. Gain of 3 brings up a 4th and 4 for the Knights.
So, if Farmington scores here, we're going to see this game possibly go back to the same pattern that it was in the first half. I think it would be safe to say then whoever has the ball last wins.
Well, now if you're Farmington, you got to convert this 4th down as 4th and 3. Call it 4th and 4 for the Knights.
Farmington doesn't convert here, and then they turn the ball over. They could have possibly lost the ball game.
As Bame in the shotgun calls out the signals, he will take the snap, drops back, one to throw, does so short here to the near side. The pass is going to be caught real close to a first down by Evan Donovan down at the 11, and I see
where they spot the ball, and they're going to give him a first down, guys.
Yep, on a 4th and 4. It's a 5-yard pass completion to Donovan down to the Vianney 11.
Wasn't sure if he had it there as he made the catch and then came back a few yards. 10:25 to play in the 3rd. Farmington now has 4 tries to get it into the end zone.
As they can get a first down, I do believe, down at near the 1-yard line. Bame will take the snap, rolls out to his left on the option. Bame going to keep it as he cuts it back up the middle of the football field as he's down to inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of about 7 yards for Bame. Brings up a 2nd down, 3 to go for the Knights from the 4.
6-0 Nationals, huh?
Yeah, 6-0.
What inning?
3rd.
3rd inning, all right. There's hope. 6 innings to go.
Bame in the shotgun will take the snap as he will hand it off to Greco. Greco on the far side trying to turn the corner, cuts it up, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run for Anthony Greco with 9:40 to play here in quarter number 3, and the Knights are back within a point. And here we go again, back and forth.
Aaron and Jeremy, we was talking about Vianney having to make an adjustment for the passing game. Well, I think Farmington saw that Vianney made that adjustment, and they really started running the ball and doing a good job of it.
Ethan Grimes on to attempt the extra point for the Knights. Snap is there, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 9:40 to play here in quarter number 3. We have an offensive shootout here tonight, tied at 35. Farmington and Vianney back after this 30-second break on the Dockins broadcast group.
Anybody else see this game happening like this? Anybody?
No.
Bueller?
No.
Bueller? I thought this was going to be a blowout game.
Vianney's defense has not pulled through the way they need to pull through to win this game. Their offense has done everything they need to, but both defenses are struggling, unlike the Poplar Bluff game that you guys saw last week.
Welcome back to Farmington. It is tied up 35-35 in the 3rd quarter as Farmington, to begin the 2nd half, recovered an onside kick, and they would capitalize on that and tying up the ball game. Here on your radio at 95.FM, Froggy 96, Aaron Cox and Jeremy Martin along with Josh Minks. And, you were talking just a minute ago off the air, Josh, about what the defenses are lacking. Vianney's bringing their offense here, but they're lacking the defensive discipline to stop the Farmington offense, which we thought would happen in this game.
And it's vice versa for Farmington as well.
Now look at Vianney. They're going to bring up 5 guys on the front line at the 50. Now 5 guys behind them at the 45 as the onside kick is going to be recovered by Vianney. Back to the 45 to the 40, 35-30 down the far sideline, and finally out of bounds as the man on the return was Kyle Markway, number 9 for the Griffins.
As they finally figured out that onside kick and then were able to really pounce on it and get some good running room on it. So that's what you don't want to see for Farmington.
Well, now if you thought the onside kick was giving Vianney good field position near the 50, now they have it at the Farmington 22.
So this ought to be an easy drive for them for some points. I mean, as we've seen this go back and forth, they will most likely get it in the end zone for a touchdown here quickly.
I would say a steady dose of number 23 as he's in the backfield as Quarterback Garrett Staskowicz lines up under center, calls out the signal, puts a man in motion as Smith going to get the carry off the left side, cuts it upfield as he's taken down from behind inside the 20 at the 19 after a gain of 3.
You know, Jeremy, we look at the halftime stats. Farmington has 313 total yards, and Vianney had 248 total yards. Do you think possibly the shift in total yards there is due because Vianney's had such great short field position?
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is Vianney, I don't remember very many times starting the ball. I mean, deep in their own territory, been around the 50-yard line, it seemed like the entire first half. As I formation lines up behind quarterback Staskowicz again as we're down to under 9 to go, quarter number 3. Calls out the signals. He will take the snap, hands it off to Smith. Left side has a hole, breaking tackles as he's down to the Farmington 10. Gain of 9 on 2nd down and 7. Move the chains for Vianney.
In on the tackle, number 3, Trey Amsden for Farmington, as he had the last hand on the foot for Smith. Otherwise, he'd have been into the end zone for sure. He made that touchdown-saving tackle.
You know, if you're counting partial tackles, I think everybody on Farmington has a partial tackle tonight.
On Smith.
Seems like every guy's had a hand on him defensively.
Everybody's had a hand on him. Nobody can successfully
bring you down. I formation as Staskowicz will take the snap, hands it off again to number 23, Markel Smith. Cuts it back up middle of the football field, down inside the 10, near the 8. That's a gain of 2. 2nd down, goal to go for Vianney.
Clock hits 8:18 to play here in the third quarter. Tied at 35, but you know what? Vianney looks to score here quickly.
That's now 18 carries for 184 in the ball game for Markel Smith. 2nd down, goal to go. As I formation lines up behind quarterback Staskowicz again under center. Takes the snap. He'll pitch it back to Markel Smith as he runs into a double team, as gets out of that as he is near the goal line, as he'll get down to the 1. And there's 7 more yards and a 3rd and goal upcoming for Vianney.
Hey, Jeremy, Aaron, does anybody know if Markel Smith's a senior or is he an underclassman? Or
he is.
Is Smith a senior or a junior?
He's a junior.
Wow.
Junior?
Yeah,
if you ever doubt yourself, ask a parent. They'll know.
A junior. Are you kidding me?
And he's got a scholarship offer already to Missouri.
I believe it.
Wow.
I believe it. Go help those Tigers. We need it. As quarterback, I think we'll keep it this time. Staskowicz as he sneaks it. No sign from the referee. There it is. Touchdown, Vianney. 7:06 to play here in quarter number 3. A 1-yard touchdown run by Garrett Staskowicz, and Vianney back on top, 41-35.
You know, I'm just waiting for one of these teams to miss an extra point to make this this back and forth stop real quick.
By a 1-point game.
Yeah.
Every team's been.
That would be a heartbreaker.
The kickers have been pretty consistent, though. They've had lots of tries.
Farmington hasn't had a very consistent special teams with the extra points as of last week.
There's a good one for Vianney, as number 41, Zach Roseman, is now 7 of 7 on extra points for the Vianney Griffins, as Vianney back on top, 42-35. Back and forth we go, 7:06 to play. Quarter number 3. We're back after this on the Dockins Broadcast Group.
You're watching Farmington Knights football only on KDKZ Channel 18. Are you looking for a true state-of-the-art fitness center? Then Anytime Fitness behind Megasports in Farmington is the fitness center for you. Anytime Fitness has 24-hour access for your convenience, affordable memberships, and tanning rates. Plus, right now at Anytime Fitness, you can take advantage of their back-to-school special. When you sign up for your membership, you're going to get 1 month free on your membership and get 1 month of tanning also for free. So why wait? Stop procrastinating and go see Cody right now at Anytime Fitness on Market Street in Farmington. Anytime Fitness, for you anytime.
All right, I can't do math. I meant to say that the extra point man, Zach Roseman, is 6 of 6 because 7 times 6 is 42, not 49. So 6 of 6 on the extra point category is Roseman as 42-35, your score. Vianney on top.
All right, so Smith had 170 yards in the first half.
Right.
How many does he have so far here in the second half as we wait the kickoff from Vianney to Farmington?
21 yards so far here in half number 2 as Greco receives the kick back at the 5. Angles here to the near side up to the 20, to the 25, up to the 30, and he'll be pushed out of bounds up across the 30 at the 32. That's where the Knights will go back on offense, down by 7.
So that makes 191 yards as of right now.
12 and 19 and 2, 21. Yes, 191 and 3 touchdown runs.
So Smith is looking at 3 touchdowns right now for 191 yards as of right this moment.
Man, I wish
that's impressive.
I wish he could sign with Mizzou right now.
Wish he was a senior this year. That way he could play for Mizzou next year and really
right.
help him out because they're having some trouble. 0-3 in the SEC.
I would say Alabama by about 180 tomorrow night.
No.
Or tomorrow afternoon.
A basketball score? Oh, yeah, basketball doesn't even hit that high.
You know, I am a diehard Mizzou fan.
Okay.
And, you know, I'd love to disagree with you, but I can't.
Number 1 ranked Alabama, Mizzou.
And a backup quarterback and a backup center for Mizzou.
And I see we have an injury. We were yakking so much.
Yeah, it's Ryder Garrett, and that's not good news for the Knights as he's not putting any pressure on the left leg.
Ankle.
Yeah, left ankle.
That's not good because you talk about a big defensive part of this Farmington Knight team is now walking off with help from trainers, holding that. Well, he's not holding it, but he's keeping any pressure off his left leg or ankle.
So 1st and 10 for the Knights at their own 32, 6:58 to go. Quarter number 3, 42-35. It's a shootout here tonight. Vianney and Farmington. I like these kinds of games.
These games are fun.
As Boehm will take the snap as he will fake it off to Greco, and Boehm was trying to follow his blocker, Anthony Greco, and ran right into the back of him and then slowed him up and went down.
Well, when you follow your blocker who heads into a pile, you're probably going to follow the pile as well, and then, well, that's where you end up.
You know, one thing I've noticed about these defensive players of Vianney, they aren't just looking for a tackle. They are looking to strip the ball every time.
Oh, they're trying. They're trying to get that ball back as quickly as they can.
So it's 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2. As Boehm will take the snap on the option. He's going to keep it, cut it right back up the middle, as up across the 45 to the 50, breaking tackles, and finally out of bounds inside Vianney territory. Going to spot him out at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 21 yards for Boehm and a 1st down for the Knights. So 21 yards for Boehm. That's his 20th carry of the ball game.
That was a great carry. Good keeper by Boehm. As you know, sometimes I see him get real flustered out of the pocket, and he's not really sure what to do. He likes to keep the ball a lot, but when he's able to come up with good yardage like that, you know it, let the kid do his thing.
That's now 138 yards for Boehm as he's in the shotgun on 1st and 10 for the Knights at the Vianney 46. Boehm in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, 1 to throw, does so over the middle. Pass is going to be caught by Evan Donovan down inside the 25 at the Vianney 23. That's a pass completion of 23 yards to Evan Donovan and another 1st down for the Knights.
You know, Donovan's really put up some good numbers tonight as well. You know, in talking about the quarterback, you know, being able to keep it and run with it, I think we're seeing that more and more prevalent in Missouri high school football teams.
Boehm in the shotgun again. 1st and 10 for the Knights at the Vianney 23. Boehm will take the snap, fakes it off to Greco. Boehm going to keep it down to the Vianney 21. There's a gain of 2. 2nd down, 8 to go here for Farmington.
As they creep deeper into Vianney Griffin territory with 5:54 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Right now, Vianney with a 42-35 lead over the Knights.
Top of the 4th inning, 6-0.
Farmington will have Afton next week.
Yeah. Oh, 6-1. Cardinals scored.
6-1 Cardinals.
Woohoo!
All right.
All right.
They scored against
Gio Gonzalez.
Wow.
Boehm in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws it over to the far side. Pass is going to be underthrown, incomplete, intended for number 10, Jared Dunlap.
It was tipped by number 11. I think that's Jordan Hardwick. Hardwick. Yeah, Jordan Hardwick tipped that ball right at the line of scrimmage. Got them hands up just to throw that pass just enough off for it to be incomplete.
Dunlap has had some big pass completions, especially in the first half, in the first quarter.
So a 3rd down and 7 to go for the Knights.
As Boehm will look off to the sideline.
Ball is at the Griffin 20-yard line. Knights down by 7 points here in the 3rd quarter. Boehm will take the snap, drops back in the pocket, pump fakes. Now he's going to be forced out of the pocket. Now he'll run it up to the near sideline as he's down inside the 15. Going to spot him out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A gain of 6.
Looks like he's going to be about a yard and a half.
Yeah, he's going to be shy of a first down by, I think, a yard. Needed 7, only got 6. And a 4th down and a yard to go for Farmington.
That's not good. You don't want to give it over on downs right now.
Not down by 7.
That'll break this game wide open.
Farmington defense has improved. They can stop Vianney. As Bame in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to Greco. Greco trying to turn the corner on the far side as he trips and falls at the 11-yard line. And he'll pick up 3 into first down.
That's especially what Farmington needs. So Greco, and it was a hard 3 yards. He ran probably 20 yards to get that 3 because
he went
made
side to side.
He went side to side, made that long outside sweep, and then had to kind of trip and dive for it. 5:17 to play.
Good, excellent block to allow him to get that 3 yards.
Officially a gain of 2 down to the 12, 1st and 10, fresh set of downs. As Bame in the shotgun takes the snap, he'll fake it off to Greco. Bame going to keep it off the right side, and Vianney defenders waiting right there for him at the 10 after a gain of 2.
Matter of fact, half the team was there.
That's a good definition of gang tackling. Everyone but 3 players was in on that tackle.
At one time, I thought they were going to lift him up on their shoulders and take him back down the field.
So it brings up a 2nd down, about 8 to go.
4:40 to play in the 3rd. Right now, Vianney leads 42-35.
Bame will take the snap as he will hand it off. I do believe it goes to Greco as Greco gets down to the 8-yard line.
Is that we're going to stop him with forward progress right there? And then he was thrown back probably 3 yards.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress to about the 8, maybe a yard. And it brings up another crucial 3rd down here for the Knights. 3rd and about 7 to go from the 8. They can get a first down at the 1-yard line.
And it is a long yard line. That's a hard spot to get.
4 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Bame in the shotgun calls out the signals.
Vianney's looking for a big stop to keep their point lead.
Bame will take the snap, fires into the end zone. Pass is going to be caught by Evan Donovan, and a touchdown. 8-yard touchdown strike for Evan Donovan. And again, back and forth we go. Farmington back within 1, pending the extra point.
You know, Farmington's done a good job on the ground this second half, and really later in the first half they were doing a pretty good job. They've done a real good job in the air. Farmington, actually, I do right now at this point, I feel like playing a little bit better football.
It's a lot better than what we saw last week at Poplar Bluff, I can tell you that.
Ethan Grimes puts the extra point up. He might have pushed it to left. He did. Aaron had to mention it, and there could be the missed extra point that might be the difference of this ball game. 3:51 to go, quarter number 3. Vianney hangs on. They lead 42-41. We're back in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
Blackwell Motors has the great big deals. We will put you behind the wheel. Right here at Blackwell Motors, home of the pink elephant. So take the turn to the pink Pachyderm. The great big deals are here. Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
Back in Farmington, where the Vianney Griffins now have a 42-41 lead as the extra point from Farmington off the foot of, I didn't catch the
Ethan Grimes.
Ethan Grimes was pushed to the left.
But do you think we'll see an onside kicker?
I'm going to go with onside kick. I'm not a betting man. I'm going to go for an onside kick. What do you think?
I'm thinking that's Farmington's go-to right now.
As a little pooch kick, and Vianney is waiting right for it at the 39, back across the 40 to the 44. They've seen that enough times tonight. They're going to say, you're not going to fool us again.
I think they have a better chance when it actually skips off the turf a little bit more than actually an in-air pooch kick.
At what point in time do you think the Farmington Knights got to say, we got to try to pin these guys back, maybe try to get a turnover farther down the field? Time is winding down.
As we're down to 3:48 to go. Quarter number 3, 42-41. Vianney by a point. As under center goes Staskowicz again, calls out the signals. Offset eye. As he will take the snap, he'll fake it off to Smith this time. Fires over the middle. Pass is going to be overthrown and incomplete. Intended for number 42. That's going to be Spencer Peterson.
Any update from Fredericktown? I know they were leading 28-0, but
it is. I just got an update from Dave Ward, and 42-6, Fredericktown over New Madrid County Central.
Fredericktown's had a rough couple games, though. They've suffered a couple losses. It's nice to see them getting back on the winning side of things.
High formation as Staskowicz will take the snap, hands it off to Smith, right up the middle, breaking tackles now over to the far side, down the sideline to the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5 touchdown.
No flags.
56 more yards for Markel Smith, and Vianney adds on 48-41, pending the extra point. Jeez, how do you stop him?
Well, I don't think you stop him. I think you only hope to contain
I'm really looking for a block here, guys. Looking for a block. Anybody with me? Block this extra point.
I'm gonna say I think a miss wouldn't be too far-fetched here.
As Zach Roseman on to attempt the extra point, and it's a line drive, and he pushed it to the left, no good. Oh,
wow.
Back to where we started at.
And a flag on the play.
And there's a late flag that came in. Not sure what that is all about. As we will
I think they're going to get to
talk
re-kick.
about what they're going to get.
Great bad luck, I guess.
It looks like they might get to re-kick that.
As 3:36 to go, we're going to keep it right here.
We have a late flag that came in, so we'll see if they get to the opportunity to re-kick.
It's a dead ball, personal foul on Farmington. So it's a dead ball after the play is over, so they should mark that off on the kickoff, I would say. So the extra point is no good, and the 15-yard will be marked off on the kickoff.
The Vianney fans feel that I'm both bad luck and good luck at the same time because I jinxed Farmington when I said a while ago that, this game could change in the fact that if an extra point's missed, and then I had to open my mouth again and said.
And one of the parents was also telling us that Vianney struggled with kicks last week, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's.
Hey, do me a favor, Aaron, if you would, and tell me that the Cardinals are going to score about 10 runs.
St. Louis Cardinals are going to be up 10-6 here before too long. I just know it.
Oh, hope you're right.
So now we have a ball game that has the opportunity of being tied back up. 48-41 is your score. Vianney does have the lead with 3:36 to play. It's a shootout of the offensive here.
You guys have called a lot of games tonight, and one thing I've noticed is the kicking from the hash mark, the right or left hash mark. Is that something normal?
Yeah.
As the ball now teed up at the Farmington 45, there should be an easy touchback, so you would think Farmington will start at the 20-yard line as that one will sail through the back of the end zone. I think he missed the field goal wide right. No good.
I wonder if he was trying for it, though.
Second try.
If he'd have got a field goal on that, I would have been extremely impressed. Thoroughly. Somebody would need to look for him to be a new Mizzou kicker. 3:36 to play in the third, 48-41. Vianney leading Farmington here in the third quarter.
So Boehm of the offense back onto the football field, down by 7. As Boehm in the shotgun talks to the offensive line. 4 receivers to each side. Boehm will call out the signals, take the snap on the option. Left side, he'll pitch it back to Greco across the 20, up to the 25, across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Gain of 7 for Anthony Greco.
As he was leveled out of bounds, 3:22 and counting in the third.
Yeah, Matt Jansen made that tackle. That was a nice hit, nice tackle, good wrap-up on the runner there.
Nearing 3 minutes to go, quarter number 3. Been a fun one here tonight.
Yeah, you don't often see a football game get this high in numbers.
Boehm in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to Greco, breaking tackles up across the 35, and he's taken down up at the 40 after a gain of 12 and a first down for the Knights.
I still sit here and notice that Vianney's defense, they look to create those turnovers. I mean, they're going after that ball every single time.
And the shotgun again is Justin Boehm. 1st and 10 for the Knights from its own 40. Boehm will take the snap as he will fake the handoff to Greco. Did Boehm drop that ball, or did he just?
He almost did. He put it in Greco's chest, and then he pulled it back, and then before he knew it, he was met with defenders, and it was all over.
Loss of 5 back to the 35. Looked like Boehm had trouble hanging on to that football, and he's fortunate to keep possession. So a second down, 15 to back.
2:30 to play here, counting.
Bain will take the snap, pump fake, looking down the field, fires deep, has a man, Jared Dunlap, and he's overthrown by about 5 yards. So brings up a third and about 15 to go for the Knights, back at their own 35-yard line.
I think something to notice is both of Farmington's receivers, Evan Dunlap and Donovan, were both wide open down the field. They're really trying to stretch that field again that they had so much success in the first half with.
So a third and long here for the Knights, and a big third down, but they have 14, about 15 to go. As Farmington with 12 seconds on the play clock, 2:19 to play in quarter number 3. Bain in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, wanting to throw, now he's flushed out. Still looking, now fires deep down the football field for Evan. Donovan goes up, makes the catch down inside the 30 at the Vianney 27-yard line.
Good play on the ball right there.
37 yards to Evan Donovan, and a first down for Farmington.
Yeah, the ball wasn't thrown great, let's be honest. It was really a good athletic effort to get to that ball.
First and 10 for the Knights at the Vianney 27. As Bain in the shotgun.
Farmington needed that big to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, big. As Bain will take the snap, hands it off to Greco, and he is tripped up as he had a hole over on the left side and tripped up inside the 25 at the 24 after a gain of 3.
Minute 44 to play in the third quarter. Right now it's a 48-41 Vianney lead over Farmington.
That last play was tripped up by Ryan Rasnick, number 54.
Bain in the shotgun. Greco lined up in the backfield to his left. As Bain will take the snap on the option. Left side, Bain gets away from one man, now cuts it upfield. As inside the 25, he'll go down to the 21-yard line, picks up 3 more. And it brings up a third and about 4 to go, about 4 or 5 to go for the Knights.
Farmington really has been converting these third down, fourth down, long plays pretty well tonight.
Well, they have another one here. Third, let's call it about 5.
Bain will look to the sideline again. He's got Greco to his left.
As they look to the sideline, get the plays. We're down to 48 seconds and counting here in quarter number 3. Bain in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, now he's flushed out, looking downfield, better unload it, he does, and it goes out of bounds as he was hit as he threw the ball, and it brings up a 4th down for the Knights. Hung on to the football as long as he possibly could before just throwing it out of bounds. So another 4th down here for Farmington.
Got to convert if they want to keep this game alive. Definitely got to score.
48-41 Vianney. 39 seconds to go, quarter number 3. 4th down for the Knights. 5 to go, gonna go for it. Bain in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls out to his right, looking downfield, plants, throws, Evan Donovan goes up, makes the catch, down at the Vianney 11, and a first down for Farmington after the gain of 10.
Talk about Evan Donovan coming up big here tonight, and you've really seen some big pass plays to him.
That was a nice catch by Donovan as he had to go up and make the play as it was a high throw, and Donovan used every bit of his frame to go up and get it. He is 6'1", and
33 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's a first down for Farmington and a big pass play to Evan Donovan. I mean, you talk about a guy who's making plays tonight. That's Donovan.
It's definitely the quarterback's favorite target there.
As Bain will take the snap, hands it off to Greco. Greco left side. He gets laid out inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
That's one of those you get up and you might wonder where you're at hits.
And that was Markel Smith all over him, and he was definitely proud to take down Anthony Greco on that one.
So a second down, 8 to go for the Knights. Ball at the 9, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. After 3 quarters, Vianney 48, Farmington 41. We're back in 1 minute for the 4th quarter on the Dockins broadcast group.
You're watching Farmington Knights football only on KDKZ Channel 18.
The branding iron barbecue
Come out to the Brandon Iron Barbecue and check out their family feast with ribs, fish, and pork. You can feed your entire family for just $24.99 or choose from 6 different meals for under $6. The Brandon Iron Barbecue in Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and Jackson. You'll leave full, and so does your wallet.
Unbelievably tender when the spice is right. You better bring your appetite. The Branding Iron Barbecue.
As we put the final 12 minutes up on the clock, Hale Memorial Stadium, Jack Richardson Field on the campus of Farmington High School, where Farmington is deep into Vianney territory, and they're looking to get this an even game again. Right now, Vianney leads 48-41 as we enter into the fourth quarter.
Bame will take the snap, puts Evan Donovan in motion. Donovan will get the handoff on the far side, turns the corner, looking for the pylon. He's in, touchdown. 9-yard touchdown run, this time by Evan Donovan. And the Knights are back within a point, 48-47.
Well, Jeremy, do you go for the kick or you go for 2?
That's a hard one because at what point do you take the lead?
Exactly. Do you always play for the tie or do you want to take a win?
So Ethan Grimes back to attempt the extra point. Hold us down. Kick is blocked as the kick is going to be blocked and no good. 11:54 to go here in quarter number 4. And Vianney, they hang on by a point, 48-47. And we're back after this 30-second break on the Dockins broadcast group.
That looked like it hurt a lot.
That was Markel Smith again.
Yeah, that looked like it. That didn't tickle at all.
That kid is getting fired up. He's going to be tough. As a junior.
My God, can you imagine that kid next year?
Don't forget tomorrow, the Farmington cross-country team will participate in the Farmington Invitational.
That you could hear that. Poof.
Yeah.
Varsity racing begins at 2.
Who teed the football?
Number 10, wasn't it?
Welcome back to Farmington High School after the extra point was no good. As a matter of fact, it was deflected by Markel Smith as he is getting fired up for Vianney here in the second half. Who was the person who teed it up for Farmington?
I didn't see the holder, but the holder took a definite shot.
I mean, Smith was going for the football.
Yeah.
He's the one who had it. And, that had to have been a hard hit because he was actually in kind of a crouched over. He's holding the football for the kicker. He's already on the ground, but, he just tackled it. He laid him out. You could hear it up here.
The holder was like, uh-oh, because he can't run. He's got to try and, put the ball down. And
well, it rolled him 5 yards.
Yeah.
That didn't tickle at all. I said that, and it really – and here we go. Here's a Farmington deep kick.
Now they're going to kick it deep as it goes back to the 10, back across the 15 to the 20, 25-yard line, and taken down at the 28-yard line. So
fielding the ball was number 2, actually. Sorry about that.
That's Corey Watson. So by far, this is going to be one of the worst starting positions of the night for Vianney.
And this is a chance for Markel Smith to really break a long one tonight, real long one.
Let's see. He's already got runs of 46, 22, 56, 21, 19, and the list goes on and on and on. So 11:48 to play. Under center, Staskowicz calls out the signals. As he will take the snap, he will pitch the football back across the 30 to the 35, up to the 40. That's going to be Ethan Staskowicz up to the 42-yard line, gain of 13.
Just underway in the fourth quarter as Farmington capitalized, but they weren't able to do anything with the extra point. So here they trail by a point, 48-47. As we're into the fourth, 11:42 to play.
That two-point conversion option doesn't look too bad right about now.
Yeah, that's looking better and better as the night goes on.
42-yard line is the ball for Vianney. 1st and 10, I formation. Lines up behind the quarterback, Garrett Staskowicz, as he takes the snap, as he will hand the football off, as off the left side, up to the 45, and then shoved back. Well, actually, they'll give him the 42, back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And a big sack for Kobe Moon, as he was the one who wrapped Smith up at the waist, and Farmington fans on the far side liking that.
That's one of the few times that the defense has shut down Smith. Maybe a loss of a yard. 2nd down, 10 to go.
10:55 to play in the fourth and final quarter of this contest. 48-47. Vianney is with the ball.
And they'll get up to the 45-yard line.
In on that tackle was number 72, Andre Turner. Turner got a hold of Smith that time, and Farmington fans again on the far side liking that.
Well,
Farmington knows that they've got to stop him. They've got to get the ball back. Time's winding down. They're clinging.
You're running out of options at this point. It's been a good back and forth battle between the offense. Now somebody's got to take the lead. Somebody's got to hold on to the ball.
It's time to play for the win.
And under center goes Garrett Staskowicz. I formation behind him. 3rd and about 8 as the pitch will go back to the tailback. That's going to be Smith. Turns the corner, has all kinds of running room here on the near side. Out of the Farmington 30, and he is forced out of bounds. They're going to rule him out of bounds at the Farmington 27-yard line. That is a gain of 23, how about 32 more yards.
Did anybody else see the block by Kyle Markaway?
No, I didn't.
Well, I didn't know if the Knights player was going to get up right away.
Sorry, 28 yards. 23, and 28 yards. I'm sorry, not 32. 28-yard gain for Smith.
Is he over 300 yards now?
I haven't got that far yet. Under center, Garrett Staskowicz calls out the signal, so he'll pitch it back to Ethan Staskowicz over on the left side, turns the corner as he will be out of bounds at the Knights' 21-yard line. And now a late flag comes in. I didn't see it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, as Staskowicz got up, he had some words with whoever pushed him out of bounds, and so that's definitely going to be a personal foul on Vianney.
You know, and Vianney's moving the ball great. And nothing will kill a drive better than a personal foul. No hand contact, no contact
There was no hand contact. It was only aggressively and verbally after the ball was dead. It was extracurricular activity, as I will call it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. He definitely he's fired up. He's running the ball hard. It's that can kill a drive in a hurry.
9:49 to play in the 4th after a penalty on Vianney.
So the 6-yard gain will stand, and then after the play, a 15-yard penalty. So it was going to be a 2nd down and about
20
18,
yards.
About 18, 19, I think. Maybe 20, yeah, something like that. They need the 16 for a first down. The ball is at the 30. Yeah, so 2nd down, 20. So I formation as Garrett Staskowicz is under center. Calling out the signals. He will take the snap as he will hand the football off. It goes to Markel Smith again. Changes direction. Cuts it upfield. Breaking tackles. End zone. Another touchdown. This one goes for 36. I mean, I'm speechless. What else do you say?
I mean, what else can you do? I mean, Farmington brought a blitz. They had him covered the way that the play was going. He just reversed direction and went, basically opposite field, as you could say, and just ran it up the field for a touchdown.
Well, Farmington could come up big. They could really use a block right here.
9:39 to go.
As we await the extra point. The hold is there. The kick is up.
And it is good. 9:39 to go here in the ball game. It's now Vianney 55, Farmington 47. We're back after this 30-second break on the Dockins Broadcast Group.
At Check Please in Farmington and Poplar Bluff, they have the money you need today. They offer competitive rates on title loans up to $5,000, and they do payday loans up to $500 for your convenience. Check Please also buys scrap gold, silver, and coins. So stop by and see them today at Check Please, open Monday through Saturday. In Farmington, call 747-0900, or in Poplar Bluff, call 785-8900. Check Please, get the money you need today.
Welcome back to Farmington, where Vianney now holds a 55-47 lead over the Knights. 9:39 to play in the 4th as we await the kickoff from Vianney to Farmington here on your radio, 95.fm and Froggy96online.com. You can watch this game Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock on Channel 18 KDKZ. We also post the entire game. You can watch the video and commentary at KDKZ18.com.
As the kick is away, and it's going to go into the end. Nope, Dunlap picks it up at the goal line. Back across the 5 to the 10-yard line, 15, and then he'll be taken down across the 15 at the 16-yard line. Farmington pinned deep in their own territory here for this drive, and update on the Cardinal game.
Still 6-1?
6-1. Bases loaded. 1 out for the Cardinals. Just maybe.
That's not bad news.
Just
they're getting
maybe.
hits. They're getting hits.
Just maybe.
Mister, they're not going to get hits.
I didn't say they're not going to get hits.
You said they're not going to get hits. And I quote Jeremy Martin, 2012, earlier this afternoon.
Oh, whatever.
Cardinals won't get any hits.
Oh, whatever. I didn't say not
Like I
get
said
hits.
earlier, one important thing to remember about the Cardinals, they are 5-0 in games of elimination.
I like your positive attitude, but
Thank you.
in the shotgun, Boehm. He'll take the snap on the option. He'll pitch it back. It goes to Greco, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. Back inside the 15, and they're going to take him down at the 14. That's a loss of about 4 yards.
Well, there was a fumble on the play, and I think they're going to mark him down at the 12 where the ball went out of bounds.
Oh, wow. So that's a loss of 6.
You know, I'm not seeing Anthony Greco being as aggressive as I usually see him or what I saw him in the first half. He may be wearing quite a bit, and that's something we mentioned, that Farmington may have trouble against the size of Vianney once it came to the end of this ball game, how much they're wearing.
So a 2nd down, 16 to go. As Boehm in the shotgun takes the snap, wanting to throw. Looking downfield, unloads over the middle. Pass is going to be incomplete. Diving attempt by number.
That's Anthony Greco.
It is 29. As he was slow to get up off the turf.
I'm telling you, he's wearing a little bit.
You know, and the Farmington players, I see them all a little bit with their hands on their hips, trying to gasp for breath, and on Vianney's side as well.
8:40 to play in the 4th. Vianney with a 55-47 lead over the Knights of Farmington.
So a 3rd and 16 for the Knights. They'll take the snap. That's Boehm. Rolls out near the goal line, looking down the field, and fires. Pass is going to be caught up across the 20 near the 25-yard line. As the pass caught by Evan Donovan, but they needed 16, only got about 13, and a 4th down upcoming for Farmington.
At least they've got to go for it on a 4th here.
Yeah, they have no choice. A lot of options just got taken away from Farmington with that last score of Vianney.
So a 4th down, about 4 to go for the Knights. Boehm in the shotgun, calling out now he's going to talk to the offensive line. Now he'll call out the signals. Takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, fires over to the far side. Pass is going to be caught up across the 30 at the 31. As the pass caught by number 5, Calvin Lynch, a gain of 7. Move the chains for Farmington.
Well, that's what they needed to keep that alive, but they still got a lot of green to go before they make it down into Vianney territory, guys.
Yep.
And they're running out of clock time, 7:55. I mean, that's still quite a bit of time, but then again, it's not either.
Down by 8. Touchdown, 2-point conversion would get him even. As Boehm will take the snap, hands the football off to Greco, and then he is tackled by about 80% of the Griffin football team.
Do you take the chance of going back to the air and possibly risk interception?
You know, I think that Farmington has to look at the Knights have to look at one thing here. Do they want to score too fast?
Exactly.
They might want to wear down this clock as much as they can, take away some time from
Keep
Vianney.
the Vianney defense out on the field.
A bases loaded walk to Carlos Beltran, 6-2. Washington now up by 4.
6-2 Cardinals.
So
All
that
right.
means a grand slam ties it.
Grand Slam will tie it, yes. As Boehm in the shotgun takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, looks to his left, nothing there. Back to the right, nothing there. As he's going to keep it, now finally unloads it late, and the pass is underthrown, incomplete, and a late flag comes down back near the 34-yard line.
Some extracurricular activity again?
I do believe so. I think it might be roughing the passer, I do believe. You saw that.
No, an eligible receiver downfield on Farmington.
There's a flag on the play.
Don't ask me to explain it. I know the hand signal. I just don't know how to explain it.
Wow.
Ineligible receiver?
Ineligible
the problem is Boehm did take the ball. He got outside the pocket with a possible run. I'm sure some of the linemen started blocking downfield. Once he threw the ball, they became ineligible.
Right.
So Vianney will decline that penalty, and it sets up a 3rd down and about 10 to go for the Knights.
Well, Farmington's had a little bit of trouble. They converted that last 4th down, but now they can't seem to get out of the hole.
So 3rd down and 10 to go for the Knights. Boehm in the shotgun. Calls out the signals. He'll take the snap. Drops back. One to throw. Looking. Now he's going to be under pressure. Down he goes.
And here is where you see a quarterback coming under pressure and not knowing what to do with the football. Did he have anybody open downfield?
Donovan was open downfield, but it would have been a good 40-yard toss.
Risking an interception, but he was only under single coverage at the same time.
Right. Actually,
Well, you always seen Donovan come up big on double coverage.
and Donovan's going to have to come up big here.
Obviously, they're going to need something right around the Farmington 43-yard line for the first down.
4th and 14 for the Knights. Boehm in the shotgun. Now a timeout going to be taken by Vianney. Vianney going to take a timeout. 6:23 to play here in the ball game. 55-47. Vianney is on top of Farmington by 8. We're out of the timeout in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
You're watching Farmington Knights football only on KDKZ Channel 18.
This is Laurel Moore. If you want more for your money, call Crystal Heating and Cooling and install a new carrier heating and cooling system with rebates up to $1,600. Financing available with no money down or 6 months same as cash. Crystal Heating and Cooling also offers utility rebates, next day installs, and we always guarantee the lowest prices. Crystal Heating and Cooling is an employee-owned company in business 47 years, serving St. Francis and all surrounding counties. Carrier, turn to the experts. 431-5200. Website, crystalheating.com.
And we're back after the Vianney timeout in the fourth quarter. 6:23 to play, and right now Vianney holds the 55-47 lead over the Farmington Knights. Farmington is a 4th down and 14 to go situation. So what are you doing? What's happening with that Cardinals game? You guys are having too much fun. You're not telling me anything up there.
Another bases loaded walk to Allen Craig is now 6-3 Washington.
So the Cardinals are slowly getting some runs on some walks. So thank goodness, and the base is still loaded, right?
That's right. 2 outs, though, as 4th and 14 here for the
Come on, Grand Slam Cardinals.
I think it's Yadier Molina at the plate. No, David Freese.
Either one. Doesn't matter.
And now out of the Vianney timeout, Farmington has to burn a timeout. 6:23. Clock will stay the same. 55-47 your score. Farmington down by 8 to Vianney. And let's take another 30-second timeout. We'll come back to Farmington after this on the Dockins broadcast group.
The new generation. Hoods Discount Home Center. Custom countertops, vanities, cabinets, and doors.
Furniture, tools and paint, electrical and hardwood floors.
Plumbing and lighting, windows and tile.
If you're building or remodeling,
we've got what you need on every aisle.
buy it for less, we save you money. Buy it for less at the new
generation. Hoods Discount Home Center.
Back at Hale Memorial Stadium, Jack Richardson Field. Vianney burned a timeout. Farmington had to regroup. Think about it. They burned a timeout. Still, we're sitting at 6:23 on the game clock. Vianney with a 55-47 lead over the Knights of Farmington. Farmington is on the offensive drive, but they've got a 4th down and 14 to go as Vianney fans get fired up here on either side of the football field.
As Boehm in the shotgun calls out the signals. Now 13 seconds on the play clock. As Boehm will take the snap, drops back in the pocket, fires deep over the middle as the pass is going to be caught on a great catch down the sideline and out of bounds at the Vianney 23-yard line.
Number 12, Kyle Forsyth out of nowhere. We haven't seen it. Connor Forsyth out of nowhere has a pass completion. We haven't seen this guy all night.
I think that's the first play he's been involved in.
I haven't even seen him on the field.
Well, they just switch sides. They basically just switched sides of the football fields. They went from one side to the other. I think
they were playing on their what? Their 25-yard line?
Now they're at the 23 right now.
Wow, a huge pass play for Connor Forsyth, a player that we haven't even seen in the game for Farmington. And it comes with 6:14 to play in the game. Farmington back on the ball quickly.
That's a gain of 50. Down to the Vianney 23. Boehm in the shotgun, calls out the signals. He will take the snap, fakes it off to Greco. Boehm is going to keep it up the middle, down to the 20 after a gain of 3 yards.
This is where the Knights really want to grind this clock down. They're close enough. They want to get maybe one more first down and really grind that clock down.
I agree. You don't want to score too fast because then you give Vianney the chance of, obviously taking lead. It's going to come down to whoever has the ball last.
So Boehm will take the snap as down to the 15-yard line. Has a gain of 5 yards by Anthony Greco. as it brings up a 3rd and 2 for the Knights at the Vianney 15. Bame, no huddle offense. Down to 5:15 and counting in the ball game. As Bame will take the snap, as he will hand it off to Greco, I do believe. Yep, it was Greco. Down inside the 15 to the 12 on 3rd and 2, a gain of 3. Well, now they're going to spot him back near the 13. It's going to be close to a first down, and they're going to give it to him. So a gain of 3 for Greco.
You know, the Farmington Knights have done a real good job converting when they've had to. They've moved the ball. They've ran the ball great this second half. They've aired it out when they've needed to.
As inning is over, bottom of the 5th, 6-3 your score. Washington on top. Bame will take the snap on the option. Bame is going to keep it as he'll get down to about the 10-yard line. And a gain of a couple.
Stop by number 9, Kyle Markway.
Brings up a 2nd down, 8 to go for the Knights down at the Vianney 10-yard line.
4:35 to play in the 4th quarter as Farmington fired deep down into Vianney territory. Now they're looking to capitalize on this. I like how they're burning a little bit of clock time here.
And you're seeing Vianney defense really taking its toll right now, being on the field for this long.
Bame in the shotgun, calls out the signals. He'll take the snap, rolls out to his left, looking downfield, throws across the body, and the pass is going to be out of the reach of his intended target, number 5, Calvin Lynch, and incomplete.
Donovan was also down there in that as well.
Yeah, it was really thrown behind the intended receiver, and the defense tried making a play on it, but it was thrown fair enough out behind. He couldn't make a play on it either.
It's a tough throw for Bame, trying to throw across the body. And that's what he did here, rolling out to his left-hand side, our near side of the football field. So a 3rd and 8 here for the Knights at the Vianney 10. 4:14 to play in the ball game. 55-47, Vianney by 8. Bame will take the snap as he will fake the handoff as Bame is going to keep it, and he'll get back to the 10. That's it, no gain. Well, another 4th down here for the Knights.
Looks like he might have lost about a half a yard where they're spotting him now.
So a 4th down upcoming.
You know, if I'm playing this game right now, I'm looking for Dunham in the end zone. You know, they've wore out enough clock, and that guy's made plays all night long.
3:40 to play, and now a timeout going to be taken by Farmington. 3:40 to play in the ball game. 55-47, Vianney by 8. A 4th down, about 8 to go here for the Knights when we get back to action. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
You're watching Farmington Knights football only on KDKZ Channel 18.
Hi, this is Stacy with Sudden Loan Company. Summer is drawing to an end, but there's still time for some home improvements, trips, or maybe some work to get the car ready for winter. Whatever you need cash for, just call Sudden Loan Company. We can give loans up to $3,500 and get you in and out in a hurry. Give Sudden Loan Company a call in Park Hills at 431-6504 or any of our other locations, Farmington, Ironton, or Festus.
You might as well be walking on the sun.
Are you looking for a true state-of-the-art fitness center? Then Anytime Fitness behind Megasports in Farmington is the fitness center for you. Anytime Fitness has 24-hour access for your convenience, affordable memberships, and tanning rates. Plus, right now at Anytime Fitness, you can take advantage of their back-to-school special. When you sign up for your membership, you're going to get 1 month free on your membership and get 1 month of tanning also for free. So why wait? Stop procrastinating and go see Cody right now at Anytime Fitness on Market Street in Farmington. Anytime Fitness, for you anytime.
Blackwell Motors has the great big deals. We will put you behind the wheel. Right here at Blackwell Motors, home of the pink elephant. So take a turn to the pink pachyderm. The great big deals are here. Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
And welcome back to Farmington. 3:40 to play here in the ball game. 55-47. Vianney is on top of Farmington by 8. And the Knights with another big 4th down and about 8 to go. They can get a first down near the 2-yard line. So a 4th down, and as you said, Farmington has done such a good job all night long converting on 3rd and 4th downs. They need one more here. Boehm in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, wanting to throw, does so toward the end zone. Evan Donovan, it's overthrown and incomplete. And the Vianney Griffins will take over on downs.
That's devastating for Farmington right there.
Well, it can be devastating, but, you know, Farmington's got to hold their head up, and they got to look at it as this is the farthest Vianney's been pushed back all night long. This is the worst field position. They just need to get it together and get a good defensive stop here. You know, even with the punt, they're going to still end up with great field position and have a second chance of the end zone possibly.
Problem is you have to come up with a stop. You only have one timeout, 3.5 minutes to play. So they're probably going to give it to 23 Smith as Staskowicz under center will hand the football off as
ball's on the ground.
Then we'll go to Smith. There's
Ball's
a
on the
fumble
ground.
loose on the turf, and who's got it? Vianney got it back. So Vianney will keep possession, and it's a 2nd down. So a 2nd and long recovered by the fullback, number 42. It's Peterson.
Vianney is very lucky they recovered that ball there.
That would have gave Farmington a second breath.
Yes.
Loss of 6, back to the 5. And it brings up a 2nd down, 16 to go. And the fans are saying, take your time. Still 15 seconds on the play clock. Why get in a big hurry here? Under 3 minutes to play. 2nd down, long to go for Vianney from the 5. Now they're milking the play clock down to 3. Staskowicz under center will take the snap as he will hand the football off. It goes to Smith up to the 10. Gain of 5. And it brings up a 3rd down. And this might be your ball game if you're Farmington.
You know, a stop here, you know, with the timeout left, they're going to get the ball back with plenty of time to get back down the field. The question is can they contain Markel Smith in this situation?
3rd and 11 to go for Vianney from their own 10-yard line. Needing the 21 for a first down, possibly win this ball game. Under center, Staskowicz. He'll take the snap as he will hand the football off. It goes to Smith. He is going to be stacked up at the 10-yard line.
Ball's loose. The ball, I believe, was loose.
As there's a big pile up as the referee stopped the clock.
Nope, I was wrong. Ever been wrong? Happened to me one time.
It's an immediate timeout taken by. Why do I listen to this guy? I don't know why I listen to him. I have no idea.
It sounded good in my head.
Well, I was thinking if you could see that ball loose with all those players around.
Yeah, I'm like, man,
I'm missing it. I'm missing it.
I was like, you really have Superman eyes or something.
I'm hearing a lot of this for the first time myself, so I really don't know what's going on. I'm so mixed between football, baseball.
Immediate timeout taken by Farmington to stop the clock. 1:54 to go here on the ball game. 4th and
that'll actually take away Farmington's final timeout.
Yes.
So they got nothing to work with after this.
Well, they're going to have to move the ball and get out of bounds.
And we saw Farmington do this last week, where they had nothing else to work with after they got down 14-6. You know, they had to get out of bounds and they couldn't do it, and that was the ball game.
You know, the average high school punt is only about 28 yards. So being where the ball's at on the field, you're looking at getting the ball around the 38, 40-yard line.
If they punt it, they could fake it.
If they punt it.
Well, if they fake it, they are risk takers.
They are. They are.
I've seen crazy.
They do hold on to an 8-point lead, though.
4th and 10 as the snap is good, and as the punt is away, high spiraling kick, and it's going to be fielded now, dropped by Greco, fumble recovered by Vianney. A devastating turnover by Anthony Greco and the Farmington Knights, and Knights are out of timeouts, and that will be your ball game as Vianney is going to hang on here tonight with 1:47 to go. As Farmington, no timeouts, Vianney can just run the clock out. Only the 2nd turnover on the Knights in the ball game, but it is a costly turnover. So 55-47 your score, Vianney by 8. And now Farmington, no timeouts. They will just run the clock out here, and they are going to survive on the road, it would seem,
but
here
battle
tonight.
Of the offenses. I mean, it's been a great game.
It's been a fun game. Staskowicz under center calls out the signals as He will take the snap as he will hand the football off as Smith breaking tackles, and he's free again to the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5 touchdown. Why not? Add on 67 more for Markel Smith.
Do you want to borrow my calculator?
I'm going to have to, yes. Please. Wow.
You know, that puts the nail in the coffin, so to speak.
It does.
I mean, we are right around, Halloween. So, nail in the coffin. But you often
no
wonder
pun intended.
Right.
the integrity of making that call, too. You're already winning. Why run up the score in that situation?
Oh, it's not run up the score up. It's just they can't stop Smith.
Or do you do it because, the kid's probably looking at playing at a big college.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to help
Give him the
stats.
opportunity, absolutely.
The extra point is up and good with a minute 36 to go here in the ball game. And it's now Vianney on top by a score 62-47. We're back in 30 seconds on the Dockins broadcast group.
Battery problems. It happens every time you want to do something. You just want to mow the yard, right? You've got to make it to that big meeting on time, and your watch quits. You got to be somewhere, and your car won't start. Right in the middle of a conversation, and the battery conks out on your cell phone. For every kind of battery.
The Branding Iron Barbecue.
Come out to the Brandon Iron Barbecue and check out their family feast with ribs, fish, and pork. You can feed your entire family for just $24.99 or choose from 6 different meals for under $6. The Brandon Iron Barbecue in Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and Jackson. You'll leave full, and so does your wallet.
Unbelievably tender where the spice is right. You better bring your appetite. The Branding Iron Barbecue.
At Check Please in Farmington and Poplar Bluff, they have the money you need today. They offer competitive rates on title loans up to $5,000, and they do payday loans up to $500 for your convenience. Check Please also buys scrap gold, silver, and coins. So stop by and see them today at Check Please, open Monday through Saturday. In Farmington, call 747-0900, or in Poplar Bluff, call 785-8900. Check Please. Get the money you need today.
This is Laurel Moore. If you want more for your money, call Crystal Heating and Cooling and install a new carrier heating and cooling system with rebates up to $1,600. Financing available with no money down or 6 months same as cash. Crystal Heating and Cooling also offers utility rebates, next day installs, and we always guarantee the lowest prices. Crystal Heating and Cooling is an employee-owned company in business 47 years, serving St. Francis and all surrounding counties. Carrier, turn to the experts. 431-5200. Website, crystalheating.com.
And welcome back to Farmington High School as Vianney, with a minute 36 to play in this ball game, takes a 62-47 lead after a 66-yard run by the young, talented Markel Smith, number 23, who is a junior for the Vianney Griffins, and he will be an asset to them next year as well, as he has already been offered a position at Mizzou.
As the kick is away, it will sail into the end zone for a touchback. I'm trying to do the math here. Let's see, 149. Try to do the math here, trying to figure out how many yards.
All right, so I have a quick question.
All right, go.
Why was that a touchback?
Because he fielded it in, he waved fair catch in the.
Did he wave fair? Okay, I didn't see him wave fair catch.
How about 386 yards tonight? And 6 touchdowns for Markel Smith.
6 touchdowns and 300 and how many yards?
386.
386 yards and 6 touchdowns.
I want that guy on my fantasy team.
386.
As Bame will take the snap, 1st and 10, flushed out of the pocket as he rolls out to the far side, and now he's just going to throw it away out of bounds.
Minute and 30 to play here at this one as Vianney has taken a 62-47 lead over the Farmington Knights.
Did we get a final score on the Fredericktown game?
The Fredericktown game, where you ever see a final, it was like, what, 42-6?
I think Dave Ward did text me as a 42-6 final. Fredericktown defeats New Madrid County Central. As
Farmington 2nd and 10. He'll hand off to Greco, I believe.
Or is that Coulter?
That's
28.
Coulter.
Is it?
Number 28.
It is Colton Coulter, so Coulter gets his first carry of the ball game. And
Minute 16 to play.
About 3 yards. So it brings up a third down for the Knights. Down to 1:05 to go. 62-47. Vianney on top by 15 as the crowd thins out across the way here at Farmington. Afton in town next week as Coulter will get the call up across the 30 to the 35, taken down at the 36. Gain of 13 for Coulter and a first down for the Knights. I tell you what, it's going to be a loss for the Knights, but Coach Vaughn has to be pleased with what he's seen tonight of the offense. I mean, the defense, it was come to expect, you were expected to get a big game out of Markel Smith as Coulter again will get the carry up across the 35 to the 37, a gain of about a yard.
And, you can't say the defense did bad. They did what they needed to do. I just think that the Vianney offense was overpowering. The size, the running ability by Markel Smith.
Wore the Knights offensive and defensively in the second half.
386 tonight and 6 touchdowns for Markel Smith.
That young man has got a huge career in front of him.
And he's a junior. As Boehm will take the snap, hands it off again to Coulter up across the 40 to the 45, across the 45 to the 48-yard line, a gain of 10.
And 8 seconds left on the game clock. This will be the final play of the game coming up. What do you look for him to bomb it downfield? Just for fun?
Well, they're not. They may not get it off.
I think the time's going to run out.
It is going to run out. Your final score tonight, Vianney out of Kirkwood, Missouri. They come to Farmington, and they defeat the Knights by a score of 62-47. We're back to recap the ball game in 4 minutes on the Dockins broadcast group.
This has been Farmington Knights football on KDKZ Channel 18. Be sure to watch it anytime at KDKZ18.com.
The new generation, Hoods, Discount Home Center. Custom countertops, vanities, cabinets, and doors.
Furniture, tools and paint, electrical and hardwood floors.
Plumbing and lighting, windows and tile.
If you're building or remodeling,
we've got what you need on every aisle.
buy it for less, we save you money. Buy it for less
at the new generation, Hoods, Discount Home Center.
Hi, this is Stacy with Sudden Loan Company. Summer is drawing to an end, but there's still time for some home improvements, trips, or maybe some work to get the car ready for winter. Whatever you need cash for, just call Sudden Loan Company. We can give loans up to $3,500 and get you in and out in a hurry. Give Sudden Loan Company a call in Park Hills at 431-6504 or any of our other locations, Farmington, Ironton, or Festus.
You might as well be walking on the sun.